Hi there, welcome to episode 11 of Cyberpunk. Thanks for being with me. I have just a few little bits of housekeeping today. Firstly, some people have asked, do you have the Phantom Liberty expansion? The answer is yes, it is installed, and I intend to play it at the point in the game where the game suggests that I play it. Next, a few have asked about how the game feels on PS5. I really have nothing to compare it with. It feels fine is the answer. On performance mode, which it defaults to when you install it, everything looks and seems pretty solid. I had that one crash which rebooting and going back to an earlier autosave got me out of, but I've had enough games crash on me in the past to know that that just happens sometimes. Also, a bunch of people who are playing on PC have asked how the game plays on controller. And is it difficult? I know what they mean, having played Minecraft on controller on PS4 but also on keyboard and mouse there is a difference. I do like the freedom and finessed control of keyboard, and there's something about the ergonomics of the PS5 controller though that is very appealing. I still press the wrong button. I'm staring it down. It's sitting right next to me on a shelf here. I still press the wrong button from time to time. Partly that is a legacy from learning the controller maps for other games and that bleeding through into my Cyberpunk play. But I've been used to controllers since the PS1 days, so Cyberpunk feels really nice to play that way. Driving on controller is great too. It's the game mechanics and the twitchiness of the vehicles that I need to get used to. And finally, in housekeeping, I said it was going to be quick. Thanks to those people who responded so kindly to me bringing up for one final time the occasions of gamekeeping style criticism that have come through in the comments section about me and my play style. Actually, since I made that comment, I've still had one really long letter, I'll call it a letter because it was structured that way, full of negativity from one viewer. It must have taken them ages to write, which I have completely ignored. Because for the reasons that I explained, I simply cannot change. They're asking me to not be me, and I can't do that. But it does demonstrate why I felt it necessary to finally put that subject to bed at the start of episode 10. I am a very positive person. I don't react badly to criticism at all, but I do feel there's a need just to address it in the sense of I know it exists. I love constructive criticism, but when people are simply asking you not to do it your way but to do it their way instead, that's the point at which I think you have to stop listening and just be yourself. So anyway, yes, thank you for all the support I've had from this lovely community. It is so heartwarming. It's good to know that you're there cheering me on. Right, that was the housekeeping. So in episode 10, I got an unexpected contact from Mar Wells. It sounds like V had been keeping his distance since Jackie's death, possibly just feeling awkward about his involvement in the scheme that caused it, and feeling unsure as well about how Mar Wells felt towards him as a result. However, I am so glad I went. Mar Wells was kind and glad to see me. There was a huge amount of game lore to be unearthed about Jackie's past life. I acquired all that, plus just finding and helping Misty, who I've chosen for the slide for this episode. That made it completely worthwhile. She is such a genuine person, and seeing her lost and alone like that was heartbreaking. When she said and explained why she had no key, that Mar Wells had not approved of Jackie seeing her, but nevertheless that she'd been going to see Jackie's place regularly and just sitting outside on the steps and remembering him and thinking about their time together, even though she knows he's never coming back. My heart melted. Those two, Jackie and Misty, were made for each other, if any two game characters ever were. Actually, so much so, I think out of respect, I can't see Misty finding anyone else or looking to in the course of the rest of this game, out of respect for Jackie. So I think V being a super close friend to her is going to be very important going forwards. I was so happy too when she agreed that she would help me find things to leave at Jackie's memorial table, and then she came with me into the gathering as well. I think I've kind of mended Mar Wells' feelings about Misty too, so the whole experience was really worth every second. And, as if that wasn't enough, I came away with more than good feelings. I got given Jackie's bike. I said in episode 10 I wanted to try out vehicles because even though my default will always be walking so that I can explore to my heart's content, I realise that cars, bikes, trucks maybe, are going to be needed at times for jobs that are a long distance away or where speed is required as part of their sort of pass-fail criteria for a task. So I got to hijack a car, a beast of a car. Thanks, by the way, Delamain, for totalling my old car. What was that all about? I have some investigating to do there. That gave me practice anyway, having a car, driving at night, while Jackie's bike gave me practice at driving at speed, thrill, on my way to see Judy. Both good experiences, but being honest, I can't wait to get back to walking. You miss so much when you travel quickly. I want to be able to stop, to examine things, to go off investigating stuff that sparks my interest. I want to take my time. I think it was useful in episode 10 as well that the lore was mainly delivered through narrative devices and objects other than shards. There weren't many shards around, so I didn't suffer too badly, I think, by having to use the vehicles. Especially, I think we got a lot of lore through interactions with objects and people around Jackie's wake. But shard hunting, I hope, is going to be a big part of the episode that's just about to arrive. Talking of Judy, where we ended, she's given me a lead to a place called Clouds where Evelyn, apparently, is a doll. I had to convince Judy that I meant Evelyn no harm before she would soften her attitude to me. So this is why Judy was so edgy and defensive when I called her. She is worried and upset because she's lost contact with Evelyn and she fears she may be in danger. I think Judy has strong feelings for Evelyn, whether they're romantic feelings or sisterly feelings or simply concern for a close friend, I can't tell as yet. But the relief and gratitude she showed me when I said I would tell her if and when I find Evelyn was genuine enough. Judy, I think, is on Team V right now. Also from episode 10, I just wanted to mention combat. No police or civilian casualties, huzzah. I must be getting a bit more careful about how I'm using weapons, which is a good thing. Those NCPD gigs though are so lucrative, I had to resist getting involved in too many incidental skirmishes, besides the police ones as well, because I really did want to reach Judy that episode after that initial strained phone call, so it actually worked out quite well. And finally in that episode, Victor got paid off and I tried out cyberware enhancement for the first time as well. Now I didn't do a lot and there were other aspects of cyber enhancement I could have explored, but I didn't have a lot of eddies either to throw around after paying off Victor, although I did experimentally chuck 1,300 eddies at Gary the Prophet outside because one day I might need a seat in his spaceship. But next visit to a Ripper dock, once I've sold off weapons and junk and earned more from doing these incidental jobs on my way to story quests, I shall be looking to explore what else Ripper docks in general and Victor specifically have for sale and install more stuff. Okay, so episode 11. Vehicles were great fun last episode. The mixture of side gigs and story last time worked quite well. I got a lot of backstory and character analysis and relationship development out of it, but today my brain is demanding an emphasis on exploring the environment and using travel on foot as my main mode of transport. Back to noticing the strange and wonderful aspects of Night City too, and to unearthing shards and other buried gems of lore. Onwards to episode 11. Okay, here we go. Just to mention, it's extremely warm again today. The forecast for this afternoon is 34 to 35 degrees. There is a red heat warning in place for my district. That's extremely rare. I don't think we even had one of those last year, if I remember correctly. So I will be taking copious numbers of breaks and throwing water on my face and getting drinks from the fridge downstairs. One I have on my desk already is halfway through, just to keep going through all of this. And the exploration, I think, of the downstairs of Judy's is just about complete, but there are places I haven't been, and the back of this server room is one of them. Don't think we can go in there, can we? No, all activities are recorded. It is a brain dance place. What else would they do? There is a room here though. Oh, there is a room here. I'll take that Cirrus Cola Corn and Lemon drink in celebration of the fact that I've just found an iconic weapon. Lizzie. Tier 2 tech pistol, 150% headshot damage multiplier, 50% armor penetration. Equip it immediately. Also there is a shard. Already there's a shard. And I'll take that drink as well. It probably won't mix with the lemon, but never mind. And I'm going to read that too. Before I read the shard though, I'll just check in my inventory. Yes, there's my pistol. That's very nice. And also it's just occurred to me I need to spend my 2 points there, my ability and skill point. The ability point is going into tech, so I'm going to put that in there. But the perk point is going to go into intelligence because there's one aspect here which I haven't finished improving along the bottom tier, so I'm going to do that now. Which is that done. Excellent, that's all very good. Incidentally, in the intervening period between episodes I have thinned out my weapons as usual, got rid of all the junk, got rid of clothing that I didn't want, etc, etc. So here we have our first shard. Why be me? Confessions of a brain dance addict. Preface. Do you want to be you? Seriously, take a moment to let that question sink in. Do you feel at home in your skin? Do you like your job, your friends, your family? When you look in the mirror, do you say to yourself, I'm the luckiest person alive? Then hop in the leather upholstered backseat of your chauffeured Rayfield? If you answered yes to any of those questions, put down this book and stop wasting your valuable time. If you answered no to the above, I understand just how you feel. It used to be said at the turn of the century that the world belongs to the 1%. Today, 1,000% is closer to the truth, and your chances of joining this group are even less than that. In this reality, I mean, where you are you. In a brain dance, you can be anyone. A broker who manages a portfolio worth trillions, an elite soldier who blasts his enemies out of existence with a tech shotgun, a suave rocker boy whom the whole world lusts after. Now, I ask you again, of the millions upon millions of people in this world, do you want to be you? The answer for me was always no. And so my story begins. ... Sergio Morales. That's the whole essence of brain dance. Allowing people to be other than who they are. It's an experiential thing, isn't it? And there's another room here which I've not been in here either. Oh, it's a toilet. Oh, it's a dingy toilet. This is foul. Judy, this can't be your personal loo, can it? Moxie's. Quite. I think I have a horrible feeling this is. And it was worth coming in here just to grab their loot from there. Excellent. Oh, that was good. We've had a shard already. I don't think there's anywhere else down here I really want to go, so I'm going to leave. She's not going to want to talk to me again, is she? No. I'm going to leave poor Judy to her misery, and we shall... So my plan is we are going to head to Clouds, the place that she's told us about. On the way to Clouds, because I'm going to be walking, I'm going to beef up my eddies by taking on any incidental stuff that I see, any NCPD gigs which appear. I might do a side job, but I'm also going to be doing a lot of exploring and thinking on my way, so that's the plan. Hello, Johnny.
A doll. Why am I not surprised?
You're an engram and a fading mind. Nothing should surprise you anymore.
So we're gonna hit this place, Clouds?
Yes, I've just told him
Why
that.
the hell not?
I've just explained to the people watching we're going to do that. You could start a fire doing that. Please be more careful. Is that all you're going to do, blow smoke in my face? Because if you are, I'm off. Let's go. Follow me. Oh, you are following me. I can't help but have you follow me. You're in my head. Oh, safe area. I do like the signs that say safe area. I'm not actually sure which of these two doors to go out of. Have I? I don't think I've explored everywhere up here either. That's back to the bar, and I do want to go to the bar. This is... Where is this? Scan, Clive. Oh, this is...
Don't you have somewhere to be?
Weren't you just chatting to Judy downstairs? And when I say chatting, I mean arguing. Oh, so I can ask about that.
I said something. Expect an answer.
You are really fierce. I'm going to start from the bottom of the blues and ask about the whole principle of Moxie's helping working girls.
Heard you give the working girls a helping hand.
That's ancient history. And like all history, it was pretty damn bloody.
What was it? Something about a riot. Joy girl murdered by a tiger claw?
Not the first, just the one that tipped the scales. Folk went ballistic. Streets overflowed with raised fists. Girls, pimps, outcasts, the whole freak show. It's how the Mox got started. But that's old news. We're running a business now, not a charity. Can't help everyone in this city. Gotta take care of our own. Moxes come first.
Okay, so you're saying the door is closed to people joining Moxies then? Things have changed rather. I'm going to zoom in on you here to put pressure on you. How is your business going?
I'm guessing the club brings in a lot of biz.
Pisses its share of cost too. Why, looking to invest?
Nah, I'm just admiring your operation.
We took over this place way back when. Every day I wake up and wonder how it's still standing. We get by, that's all I'll say.
She plays her cards close to her chest. The real thing I'd like to know from you is any information you have about Evelyn Parker, but given how cagey you've been about your previous two answers, I'm not sure I'm going to get any.
You know what happened to Evelyn Parker?
Why are you asking me? You talked to Judy about her already.
Sure, but you're the boss. You might know something more.
Yeah, push her, V. Push her.
Evelyn jumped the Mox ship a long time ago. And anyone not a Mox is not my damn problem.
Yeah, they are pretty insular, aren't they? So now I want the specifics of what I walked into the tail end of downstairs when you and Judy were going at it.
Heated exchange there with Judy. What was that all about?
How's this any of your business? Gonna follow up with your own sermon on responsibility for others? Go on, your high horse is waiting.
I'm just curious.
One thing I know about curiosity, won't get you shit unless you got the fists and the ass to back it up.
Yeah, she is very feisty, and I think I can understand why she would clash with Judy. Judy's principles still hark back to the origins of the Mox, I think, whereas Susie Q is more focused on the business aspect of the future, and there's a clash there. They don't agree. I thought I did see a shard there, but I can't see it now for some reason. There is stuff in this room though. Oh, I'll take the Eurodollars first. One thing I do want to get out of this episode is lots of money, because if I'm going to, and I want to, visit a Ripper dock near future time, it's a little bit twitchy picking things up in this game. You kind of have to be positioned exactly right for it to work. If I do want to visit a Ripper dock, and I do, again, to play with, oh, we have another readable, the upgrading thing, then I'm going to need lots of eddies. First aid kit. Hey, make sure we've got everything we need in the first aid kit, okay? Yesterday I had to explain to a client that no really means no, and when I wanted to dress up my hand, it turned out we were out of bandages, so yeah, I'd be super grateful. Moi. That has to be Susie Q. That has to be Susie Q. And there is another readable here. And, oh, you see, it's twitchy. I've got to be in exactly the right place. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hop on here and I'm going to squat down. Problem solved. Safe and sound gangs. This is about the gangs, Night City gangs. Hi there, it's your friendly neighbourhood canine, Sergeant Dobbs. This useful little guide you're holding contains essential information on the Night City's largest gangs, where you'll learn which districts to avoid, how to recognise gang members, how to avoid dangerous situations. Animals. The animals aren't real animals, they're freaks of nature. Pumped to the gills with strength-enhancing hormones, they look more like piles of meat than people. They generally avoid cyberware with the exception of cosmetic modifications that supposedly make them look more like, well, animals. They're extremely aggressive and don't need an excuse to start a brawl. But despite their name, the animals are not a territorial gang. You can find fierce hostile packs of them throughout the city. 6th Street Gang. From a distance, they could be easily mistaken for soldiers on leave. Military uniforms, combat boots, buzz cuts, shouting "Hoorah!" every chance they get. But don't let appearances fool you. These are violent, dangerous thugs, ready to slit your throat without the slightest hesitation. You'll want to watch out for them, especially in Vista del Rey. The Mocks. Handsome girls, beautiful guys, but wait, it's a trap. They'll reel you in with their charm, and when you're least expecting it, bam, your eddies are gone, or worse. The hole in a wall that passes for their headquarters is called Lizzie's Bar, best seen from far away and never entered. Maelstrom. If you ever find yourself in Watson's industrial area, and it's better that you don't, watch out for the sinister faceplates. That's Maelstrom. To be a part of the gang, you have to get your eyes and nose cut off and replaced with demonic fiery red optics. Ouch. If they do that to themselves, who knows what they'll do to strangers? Better to leave that mystery unsolved. Tiger Claws. Effervescent neon tattoos with ancient motifs, katanas and shurikens, racing bikes. These are some of the trademarks of the Tiger Claws gang, with a noticeable presence in Japantown. Ignore them and they shouldn't bother you, but do something to provoke them and it's sayonara, baby. Valentinos. Golden grills, golden implants, golden crosses and golden machetes say hola to the Valentinos. Despite the Catholic symbolism, they're not exactly love thy neighbour types. Those who get in their way usually end up chopped into pieces and tossed into the Del Coronado. Voodoo Boys. These predominantly Haitian gangsters are based in Pacifica, but they hunt their victims elsewhere. The Net. The Voodoo Boys are the most skilled net runners in the Night City underworld, but beware, that doesn't mean they're not dangerous in real space too. Be sure to give them a wide berth, or you might just end up like one of their black roosters, without a head. Oh, I'm going to love reading these shards. That was so good. And I haven't finished in this room. I need to stand up. I just realised I was still crouching. Take all of it. I had a fabulous time talking to you, Susie Q. You don't sound like the sort of person who's going to be very helpful to me in the future. I don't think I want to leave yet. I think I want to go back to the bar. I'm going to go this way, back to the bar. In fact, I may not even go in the bar straight away. Where else can I go? Oh, that's where I came up. I'm lost in the box here. I will go out here into the corridors. Can I open all these? Some of them are closed. Some may not be. They're all closed. I will go to the toilets. I'm in the toilets. I see nothing in the toilets of interest, apart from posters. Yep. Do I want to use this mirror? Apparently I do. There I am. If I smile at myself, will it improve my demeanour? Yes, there we go. That'll do. Okay, let's leave that. Stop looking. You're not a narcissist. There were 2 toilets. Toilet number 2. Toilet number 2. Oh, it's a newspaper. Someone's left in it. Oh, someone's left a shard. Kibble and Scop. Oh, this is a story. Kibble stared glumly at his glass of a seaweed-coloured drink. A part of him hoped the bartender had poured a pint of rat poison by mistake. I don't get it, Choom, he murmured glumly. At school they said I had a talent, a real knack for acting. Was it all a lie or what? Dude, there are billions of people on this rock. Scott shrugged. Can't work out for everyone. Kibble flicked on his olfactory booster and gave his beverage a whiff. Smelled just like the wet mop in the bathroom, maybe worse. Then, not knowing why, he suddenly recalled the merc he talked to a week ago in a popular punk dive he liked to frequent. Well, okay, maybe talked is generous, but grievances were certainly aired. The merc swept the floor with him that night and threatened to put a bullet between his tonsils if he ever spilled her tequila again. This is it, he thought. Rot gut and tequila. Unemployed losers and hot mercs. The latter with the world at their feet. It's people like Kibble, who are just a theatre set piece, who make up the backdrop against which these Sandovistian boosted mercs of the world can shine bright as stars. Kibble decided then and there that he didn't want to just be a splotch in the background anymore. Why? Why doesn't it ever shake out for us? He asked with a sour grimace. Why does this city only reward bloodthirsty, bullet-crazy punks, while the rest of us normal saps without murderous tendencies have to huddle over our cheap glasses of green cockroach? Scott shrugged again. I don't know. Find a gun, buy an edgy jacket, he suggested indifferently with a note of sarcasm. Shoot up some gang haunts, have the punkiest time of your life for 4.5 seconds. What the hell happened here? Kibble continued his rant. The world's all upside down. There are billions just like you and me. Billions of do-nothings. Cowards. No, not cowards. People who just want things to be normal. Safety. Life. Life, Scott. Scott had already opened his mouth, ready to list off another round of cynical retorts, but then stopped himself short and started a tangent of his own. Life, he repeated slowly and ponderously. What if I could sell the world an alternate life? The same all those edge runners feel, except where you won't ever die like they do. Kibble snorted and spat out the cockroach he finally mustered the courage to taste. Sorry to burst your bubble, Tune, but somebody's way ahead of you there. Ever heard of Bloody Bout 4 or like a million other computer games? Scott cracked a roguish smile. Is Bloody Bout 4 or these million other games designed to work on a hybrid brain dance system? You know, the kind I made a breakthrough on just last week? Okay, I'm loving these fictional accounts that we keep finding on Shards. They're so endearing. I'm not going to have changed any since last time I looked in the mirror. Yeah, okay, let's leave it. I'm going to stop looking in mirrors. The sinks pull you towards them. That's the problem here. They do. The fact that I've just found something in there now makes me think that I may not have explored everywhere I could have in these corridors last time I was here. These rooms are all locked. I cannot open them. But however, this is the corridor where people meet and talk. How are you today? Do you mind if I just get down to your level? It worked when I was talking to Misty. Oh, she actually moved away from me there.
I'm off the clock, hon.
Okay, I understand. This is your private time. I won't intrude further. I'll intrude in his instead. Beg your pardon.
What's going on?
I was looking from a distance. It was difficult to tell. Well, I'm looking for more shards, is essentially what's going on. Is there anything in here that I can pick up? I think there is, but at least the door opened, which is good. They are very lacking in any sort of daylight, these places, aren't they? If there was a total power cut, this entire place would plunge into utter darkness in an instant. I can open all these doors, therefore I shall. Oh, hello. I think I'm disturbing someone's downtime here. You okay? You don't look it. Also, that doesn't look a very comfortable place to sleep. You could fall off there and land on yourself. Who hasn't done that in the past? And another back room that I don't even need. No, nothing in here either. I can't get out. Help! I'm trapped. I've got to open the door, that's why. The door closed behind me. Alright. So we've done those rooms. That's good. Where is this? That's the entrance to there. I don't want to do that yet. Have I been in this one? Is this the one I was just in? I think it is. My thoroughness gene is working today. Can you tell? Were there three? There was something in here. Did I go in that room? I thought there were 4 rooms. Oh, okay. It's obviously going to be a shard day. A family of empire. The legacy of Arasaka needs no introduction. The Arasaka Corporation is one of the world's most powerful, with offices located in every major metropolis across the globe. For years it has been behind the proverbial wheel of our planet's economy and society. The history of Arasaka in Night City is deserving of its own article, but suffice to say the media industry in our city follows the family behind the megacore as closely as they do share prices. The story of the Arasaka family is one of empire, a true dynasty under the rule of patriarch Saburo Arasaka. Rumours of the great Saburo's retirement and cession of company control, as well as its closely guarded secrets, to his daughter Hanako and son Yorinobu, have come and passed in recent years. But has the time come when such rumours may finally contain a grain of truth? Our sources report that Yorinobu Arasaka is currently in Night City, but not for a social call. And yet, if Yorinobu is strategizing a move for the throne, what of Hanako? Experts who follow the family closely unanimously agree that, due to ideological differences between Saburo and Yorinobu, Hanako will likely cement herself as the one true heir to the immense fortune and power of the Arasaka family. However, reality is hardly ever so predictable. Familial power dynamics can shift in an instant. For example, what would happen if Hanako fell from favour at a time when Yorinobu had his father's ear? And what scenario might cause such a fall? No family is without its secrets, and the Arasakas are no exception. After all, what appears first as heaven appears second as hell. Japanese proverb. So the power struggle was known about even before the events that we've recently witnessed. Ooh, I'm having such a wild time here. I don't want to leave.
Still got your body though, don't you?
I think we overheard that conversation before.
Right? She pisses you off, then she's right. Can you fucking decide?
And I think we've heard that conversation too. I'm going to head to the bar because I want to talk to the barkeep. Hey barkeep.
Hey.
Successful meeting?
Very.
Yeah, it was useful actually. Thank you for asking. Yes, you are going to get asked about Evelyn too.
Hey Mateo, how well you know Evelyn?
You know, in passing.
Please. You know I ain't buying that.
I'm not. Oh, should I bribe him or should I just... No, because he didn't react well to the first time I think money was in the offing. So let's just press being friendly.
She come here often? Evelyn.
She didn't tell you?
Didn't come up.
She comes around sometimes.
Oh yes.
See Judy?
Maybe.
They close?
You know, been nice to chat. I gotta get back to work.
I haven't finished yet. I was going to say, I still have questions. I take that maybe as a yes. They are close. We have got that right.
Well, still got a few questions, actually.
Hey, you want to dig for info on Lizzie's clientele, go ask them yourself. Those are the rules.
Right. Thanks.
Do you know the MOX rules are very, very... I'm going to get up. I'm not drinking here as well.
Thanks. Better get going.
Better get going. The MOX rules about conversations are very strong, aren't they? They have this, you don't look well. What have you been drinking? Hello? And that diaphanous top of yours can't be keeping you very warm.
Bell chip's not all you got from the look of things.
I'm going to leave because I think we have, it says leave Lizzie's bar, I think we've done everything we needed to do. Probably a lot more than I thought we were going to do actually.
Forget Evelyn. Admit it. This is about Judy's virtues, isn't it?
Good shit, if I say so myself.
You're suggesting I'm here for Judy because I have an interest in Judy. I'm going to say Judy's not bad because you want me to say that I've seen better. Let's see how this upsets you.
Nobody can hold a candle to Judy. She cuts virtues like they were diamonds.
Damn straight.
Okay. So I think I've just ingratiated myself with the bouncers at Lizzie's. I didn't really mean to do that, but I've done it anyway. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh, now hang on. Oh, hang on again. Mr. Hands, can I help you?
Hello. The name is Hands, Mr. Hands. If you're looking for work in Pacifica, I'm the man to call.
I'm V. No, nice to meet you.
All right. How very nice to meet you. If you have business, you know my number.
I think fixers are piling up on me at the moment. They're all making contact. If you call me, it's to talk biz. I don't do chit-chat. Okay. Well, I do chit-chat, so there. This is suggesting that I should scan it. Odd graffiti. It's another tarot. I bet I was supposed to see this before I went in. I bet I was supposed to see that before I went in. I'm going to go to the tarot menu. Oh, it's near the start of the tarots. The other one I got was right near the end. This is the Magician. The Magician is the card of self-confidence and adapting to situations through intellect and sheer will. The Magician is a schemer who always has one last trick up his sleeve, who despite everything manages to stay afloat and remain in control of his own destiny. Is that a bit of foreshadowing for me? Is that what I've got to do? Is it? Right, there's going to be a lot of those, I can tell, and I'm going to collect all of them, or as many of them as I can. I'm not going to specifically go from one to the other in a sort of paper chase, but as I encounter them or places where they might likely be, I shall certainly be studying them as I add them to my thing. We're heading for Megabuilding H8, but on the way I'm going to explore various things, including this, which is like a homeless camp. Underneath the upper structure of this building. The devs must have done an incredible amount of research into this. Just the environment itself for a start, these makeshift shelters, a lot of cardboard being used, rusted corrugated metal, there's repurposed scavenged furniture we can see here. How did this all get here? But the fact it's here like this indicates a degree of permanence. They're trying to set up something like a home.
I'm not here to make friends.
It's such a contrast when you go outside again and look up at the sparkling corporate buildings shining up into the sky, and then you come down here into the dinginess. Look how dark it is as you walk from the daylight into here. I think I can actually crouch and get underneath this little shelter here. Bedroll, remnants of cardboard boxes, that, yeah, fast food, drinks, the piles of garbage, the sort of discarded, I don't know, is it some of it electronics? Maybe it is. It's an underpass, I think, or something like it. It's like on the grimy edge of the street. The street is bright and shiny. This is where the people doing better are, and then 2 steps away you're in this. And you know something else I noticed about these people? They don't have cyberware. I've never noticed that before. Many of these people don't have any cyberware at all. I presume this is sort of because they can't afford it, they've not come from that place. Clearly, judging by the posture as well, and the general sort of griminess of the faces and clothes, they don't have access to sanitation.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Or medicine. I'm studying you, I'm very sorry. I'm actually admiring the devs, and I'm wondering how you've survived, because the mayor who's just died wanted to eradicate you all. He thought you were a health risk. Also, and I'm not sure whether it's, the scratching and everything is due to, I don't know, insects maybe, because of the way they're living, or whether it's these repetitive actions and shufflings and twitches are some sort of depiction of mental illness. I'm pretty sure the devs will have looked into all of these things and wanted to do it realistically and sensitively, and they made a terrific job of it. That guy's got tech, however, and I think that's probably a mixture of the stories of how these people came to be here. I wonder if he's friendly. Are you friendly?
Why? Why?
No, he's not very friendly. But again, these three don't have any cyberware that I can discern. I'm not counting his sunglasses. Madam, would you like to be interviewed?
What do you want, friend?
I am wondering how you came to be here.
No time for fools.
No, I can imagine you wouldn't have. I'm going to do some more studying of this because I do find it really interesting how these little enclaves of society have been set up by the devs. And it validates this thing about why do you waste time on NPCs? This is why I waste time on NPCs. I don't think I need to explain it any further than that. Okay, yeah, there's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of picking up these things. Also, the sort of slumped way they were sitting too, and their avoidance, their fear of other people. When I got too close to them, it was as if they were reeling away from me. They looked like they were frightened. Ooh, you should be frightened running across the road like that. You nearly got yourself flattened. Okay, this says walk, but it's just sort of chalked onto the floor, so when are we supposed to walk? I don't know. I'll just risk it. Okay, I'm entering a new area, Little China. So I'm going to be up for all kinds of interactions, and can you be my guide? Should I be here or jump in the air?
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm very well. And you're wearing a samurai t-shirt, I've just noticed. Fan? Are you a fan? I'm a fan. Oh, I was too slow. So I'm just going to wander along and take in everything there is to see here. Also, I'm practicing my parkour, as you can tell. The roadside cafes are quite good. They're never very populated. It may be a time of day thing, 1:29 PM. I suspect all the workers have had their beverages and foodstuffs and gone back to work. Oh. Hi there. She looks like she's... What's that you've got in your hand? Is it a bouquet of flowers? It's a bouquet of chips. Oh, that's very thoughtful. And I didn't get you anything. That's a thing to bring with you on a first date. A bouquet of French fries.
Not funny.
No. Ah, here we go. I said I was going to be keeping my eyes open for opportunities to make money here. Who do we have? We've got some animals who we've just heard about. We have a little pack of animals. So let's do some overheating to start with on you and you. And you can have... I'll reboot your optics. No, I won't. I'll hang off. I'll save my points. We should have a weapon. Oh, it's going to be the Lizzie. I'm not sure whether I'm totally powered up for using it yet, but it's just going to be experience of pointing it and shooting it. Do you know, I think I could actually... I'm being silly here. I could risk a grenade. There are no civilians there. Have that. Oh yes, that did a job. But I do want to use my Lizzie. Oh, you're fast moving. Ouch, that very much hurt. I'm going to dispense you. He had some cyberware installed there, which made him quite dangerous. I will take all of this, but there is a treatment plan here, which I need to read. Let's read his treatment plan. For maximum muscle gain, I'd say muscle bustle. 100% guaranteed to work, though it does come with a whole host of side effects. Liver cirrhosis, high blood pressure, low libido, erectile dysfunction, plus periodic rage attacks. The supplement is administered IM every 6 hours. If you're interested, please give me a call. And we know the animals are. They're interested in beefing themselves up. I have an assault in progress warning, which just came up. But I need to just pop in here. Yeah. And gather anything I can from these dudes. Yes, I will have the contents of that crate. I have a creditor. Hey, got to pay a little visit to another tomb who thinks he's too smart to pay back his heads with interest. Start off right with a good whack to the jaw, and if he stands his ground, do a full restock of his store. You'll get 10% of whatever you grab. Okay, hired. Trouble, aren't you? I'll take your tier 1 components because you're not going to need them anymore. I missed. How did I miss from point blank range? Someone said they approve of me not leaving these people to suffer. I think it's a civic duty. I really do. Right, now there was a warning there of NCPD of trouble. I'll just check my map and see if it shows up anywhere nearby. My next NCPD gig is here. It could be that one they're referring to. I'll waypoint it so I don't miss it. I'll put my gun away. And we'll continue. The general use of lighting effects in this game is great. You know the way sometimes when you're not very well, or it's very first thing in the morning, and you go from looking at a dark area to a bright light like that in the distance, it sort of makes your eyes hurt slightly. If you can get that feeling even vicariously through a computer game as well, I think it does help enhance the feeling that this is reality. It's actual life. I'm suspicious of everyone now. I'm scanning everyone and everything. And I'm pretty sure I don't need to. I mean, when you look at these buildings, I suspect we're going to get more chance to do it later because we're heading that way towards the centre of the city, it looks like. It's saying I could deviate here and go across the road, so perhaps I'll use the crossing. Quick! Oh, it was Mr. Green! It didn't stay long enough for these two. Look how they're running, just like real people do when they get caught out with a crossing that changes halfway. There's so much detail in this game. We are going to get more chance when we get further into the city, I think. It looks like we're heading into the most populated areas, the densest parts. I think I could legitimately go to halfway here without... No, I couldn't. I thought I could. Can I use the crossing control? Is there a button you can press? Do they have those in America? We have them here. I'm going to the middle. That's safe. That's safe. No, there we go. And now I will have time to cross, and I'm on that NCPD gig straight away. I do want to do some looking at buildings and thinking about the architectural structures and how they're used in the game. It's below us. We're going to need to go downstairs. Let's scan. These are just ordinary people. It's going on behind us somewhere. It could be underneath. I have a reported crime. I'm there. I'm actually there. On scene. Weapon. We'll try a different weapon. I'm still looking. Oh God, it's right there. It's right there. Oh, and put you in overheat straight away. And I can't even see this guy. I can now. Overheat you too. Maybe I can do this without firing a bullet. Are they attacking someone? I think they are. I think someone's being assaulted underneath those stairs in that dark area. Okay, you can have another one. I've got a gun. NCPD! You're just walking straight past it. There's a reported crime there and you've literally just walked past. How can you do that? I mean, I don't care because I'm going to get all the benefits from it. And there's a shard over there. Disassemble that. I will take all of this, which is components. I will take the crowbar. I don't particularly want to equip a crowbar. I will grab the... Oh, hello. Urgent read. They traverse the Badlands in trucks, yes. But when the full moon rises, they remove their human masks. And what hides underneath, you ask? Reptilians? I answer you, no, not reptilians, but werewolves. The seed has been sown. The truth shall sprout roots and lift us from the invaders' clutches. Okay, you really shouldn't read that sort of stuff. Unsent message. Joe, it's important. The end is near. I know. I can hear their voices, Joe. The bug is in the heart of the beast. My time is nigh, but someone must take up my burden. Go to these coordinates. You will find the tech I stole from them, the ones spying on us. Wake the people. It's time to build the barricades. The corpos are out for blood.
Small gestures don't get squat done.
I think you're getting carried away with yourself. Turn that radio off. It's off. I think Are you okay? Are you the person who was being... No, I don't think you are. I think you might be the bad person. I'm going to leave you there with your face gently sort of dissolving into the person next to you's thigh every time you roll over, like that. And I'm going to get back on my duty, which is to get to Megabuilding H8. Rubbish seems to pile up on the streets around here. Hey, I didn't see you. Are you okay, man? Oh, you asking for money or something? I don't know that I can give you anything. I don't think I can interact.
Enough, have you? Now fuck off!
Okay, I'm really sorry I invaded your personal space there. I shouldn't have done that. I should warn you, there's a policeman coming your way. He may decide to move you on. You two look like you're up to no good, but actually you're just in the shadows. So many people in this game are in the shadows. It's incredible. Should I really be following this policeman just in case something does happen whilst I'm going along? Every side alley is worth investigating. What's going on here? Why is that guy waving a... Oh, he's practicing his weapon skills. Is that what you're doing? And you're making a video. Are you going to put it on YouTube? Are you famous? Can I have your autograph? I think he's going to...
I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
I don't think I want you to have the pleasure. And we'll leave it at that. These are just ordinary people. This is the sort of thing ordinary people do, apparently, in Night City. We might say, I'll take the pipe. I'll take that. Pun knife? Pun knife? Is that a thing? I also love the way that the music comes and goes as you pass different establishments. You hear snatches of it. But as soon as you've stopped to notice it, it's gone. God, this place. It's just so alive. I don't think I've ever encountered a world that's felt so inhabited. This guy's thinking. I'm sure I was wearing gloves. Now I can see my bare hands. I can't think where I've put them. But also... Oh, hello. Is he communicating with some sort of sign language? Maybe he is. Also, he seems to have lost the thing that usually covers a piece of middle. Perhaps it's a fashion now for men in 2077. Whereas it's not so much a fashion now. I think I'm going to go... Do you know what? I think I'm going to go up this bridge here. I think I shall. Let's do this. I'm going to run even. Oh, sorry, kid. I thought there was more space to get past you. I may be bumping shoulders with people here, but fortunately the normal pedestrians, normal NPCs don't seem to take exception to you doing that. Wow, we are really in the thick of it now. Look at it. The holographic advertising displayed up into the skies. Ooh wee. I've got to go that way too. I'm going over the bridge and I'm going to walk it. It seems to be sending me in a little loop there, and I don't understand quite why. Surely I'm going to go that way, am I not? Okay, we can walk. I'm going to run. I'm not going to walk. I've been caught out that way before. Yeah, it's straightened out now. Oh, we're going to get some stellar views of the city here on this bridge. Wow. I mean, just wow. I so want to go down there. I hope it's possible to get to some of these industrial structures and explore them too, because they look incredible. I'm zoomed in slightly here. Massive transmitting aerials on the top of some of these buildings, along with lightning conductors too, I think. The whole thing just looks so industrial, doesn't it? It looks like whatever was there before was mostly torn down and replaced to squish in as many things as you could. I'm going to cross over the road and look over the other side. Thankfully there's no traffic. I'm like a little kid here exploring. Oh, this is the river and the sort of docks area. Not much traffic, which is good. Okay, I'm just in love with this game. I'm just so impressed. I'm going to rush across the road again because I can run very quickly. I'm learning to run ahead of cars. Ha! Beat ya. Let's get across the bridge. It's good exercise, actually. Heaven knows it's too warm to run in the real world at the moment. I do see people running sometimes in temperatures that I could not run into. Japantown. Now, it's a good job I read that stuff about gangs before we got this far. Robert Wilson wants me again.
Hey, V!
What do you want, Rob?
You hear me?
Loud and clear, you don't need to yell. What's up?
Doing a little competition. Shooting, prizes and all. You know, over here with the range.
Yeah, that'd make sense.
Well, you in?
I'll be there, but not straight away.
Sure, I'm in. When?
Well, right now. We'll wait on you. See ya.
Yeah, I don't think it's something I'm ever going to be very good at, I'll be honest, Robert. But I appreciate the invitation because anything that's a chance to earn some eddies isn't bad. Hello again, Robert. About that sale, the shop's closed until the competition's over. Not happy about that, but a man's only got one pair of hands, you know. So drop by the shooting range and we'll talk biz when the shooting stops. Okay. No unread messages. I'm keeping on top of the messages now. I hope you've noticed this. Those people who were advising me that they were piling up. Okay, Japantown is very colourful and extremely affluent by the looks of it. I cannot help but stop myself from looking at this toothpaste tube style architecture where everything stretches up into the sky in the smallest possible space. And the flying vehicles are astonishing. Okay, I think I'm going to like Japantown. I hope Japantown's going to like me. Oh. Is there a crossing here I could use? There isn't. This is one of those where you take your life in your hands. I'm going to take life in my hands and rush across this side quick. Okay, we must be making good progress because we're in Japantown. Megabuilding H8 cannot be too far. It says 200 metres. That's not far. That's not far at all. The different styles of the architecture too, so impressive. You've got squat buildings, you've got these tall angular ones, you've got the ones that seem to just defy gravity almost. It's like it's been stacked one upon the other, and then you've got this like bridge structure going across the middle there with just fresh air in between. Like there's a hole in the building. Yeah, sorry, I was looking. I'm safe, I think. There's nothing coming. It's safe, dude. You could have crossed there. Right. I want to pop to my map and check out to see where my nearest gigs are now. There's an NCPD over there, which I could deviate to go to. I think I shall. It was literally just behind me. Maybe I can get to it down here. I can. I need the eddies. I need the everything. The cred, the reputation, the whole lot I need. It's on the same level as me, which is good. Which means it could just be right round this corner. Ooh, it really is just right round this corner. Here we go. Let's scan. These are hooligans. I can say that without fear of contradiction. You're a hooligan. They're very tricky to lock into. Nevertheless, I shall. I'm trying a few different tactics on these. Weapon, please. Change weapon, please. That looks good. Let's try that. Okay. Let's see. You can have an overheat. That's going to hurt, I can tell you now. Don't come running at me, my friend. I say friend. I'm going to stop using that expression because you're not my friend. Let's just end you while we can. I think everyone's down by the looks of it. I'll go in there holding my weapon because I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it looks like it is. I think we've cleared them out. I will loot. That's a really good texturing pattern that's being made by that grill above, filtering the light below. That's neat. What do we have here? We have conversations. I can read these conversations between Jakub Ostapchuk and Peter Golas. I'm not going to read the surnames. Jakub. Alright, heading for those. Peter. Eyes open, Choom. Jakub. Keep that guard up. You know it. Peter. I'm serious. These booster heads are nuts. Jakub. Chill. I can take care of myself, Choom. Peter. Sure. Anyway, once you push all that stuff, you know, go back to the stash for more. Jakub. Coordinates. Peter. You sent me that for? Jakub. Sorry, clicked something by accident. Keep the address in my phone. Just trying to remember where it is. My thumb slipped. Whoops. Peter. You keep like that in your phone? Are you gonked in the head? Jakub. Just in case I forgot, Choom. Peter Golas then swears. Delete that now. Jakub. Sure, okay. Peter. Don't sure okay me. Do it now or you'll forget. It gone? Jakub. Yeah, just a sec, I'm driving. And Peter gets a whole load of gobbledygook. Bet a million heads your gonk ass forgets. I wonder if he did. Did he forget to delete that data? There's my person who's got some very nice stuff. You're not dead, let me help. Now you are. I'll take those tier 2 components, thanks very much, and I'll pop over here to where the actual reward is to be obtained. Oh. Something bad went down here. I think I actually may have done it. I think I've got it. That was it. Quick scan. Any more for any more? Hang on. Hang on. What's all this? I will take whatever they are. It's clothing. If I don't want to keep it, I can always sell it. Or do otherwise with it. Turn it into stuff that is useful. Okay, good. We did a little NCPD hustle. What a convoluted path. Can you see that on my minimap? It is suggesting that I take to get to Megabuilding H8. How on earth does that work? Cherry Blossom Market. I mean, it's sort of saying I should go this way anyway. I haven't been in Cherry Blossom Market. I haven't been to Japantown. Ooh. Oh, I think I just spotted a readable. Sitting on the corner of a table. Oh, I've already read it. What really happened in Arasaka Tower? Never mind. It says, have a soldering iron and shortwave transmitter for being nosy. So I shall. Hi. I'm sorry I'm putting a gun at you. I've just realised I didn't really mean to do that at all. This is basically simply a market. I say simply. It's a great place for a firefight if I need to have one. And also, it rewards exploration. That's good. I was actually at an event yesterday where there were numerous street vendors set up like this, and this is just so authentic to what I saw. Actually, you know me, instead of walking around the front where you get served, I walked around the back because I wanted to see what it looked like from the rear and what the facilities were like and how people managed their waste that we're getting rid of and all that sort of stuff that really doesn't interest anybody else in the world. I understand this, it's fine. And I noticed quite a few things there which are echoing here. The stuff that you don't see is almost as important as the stuff that you do see. Oh, hello.
Mind if I just peruse?
I think I've just talked to somebody from the back of where I was. Okay, that's fine, don't worry. There are some of them are offering to sell me stuff. That's unexpected. Okay, I'm leaving the market area. I'm going to try and follow this immensely convoluted pathway it's got me on. I don't understand this pathway. Let me try and get out onto a bit of road where I can straighten things out a bit. Oh, that's better. Now it's reassessed itself. It says, no, don't go that way. Go this way. What was all that about, really? I think I can climb up the side of this bridge area. That seems to make good sense. I'll hop over the wall. Admire the very shiny pavement with the sun glinting off it. That's a hazard. If you're driving up that hill, look at my shadow on the ground, and you've got that sun straight in your face. Look at it. There ought to be some sort of preventative street furniture there. That's just what I'm saying, you know, we don't want accidents, do we? If things happen, we want them to happen on purpose. Right, now this is a different sort of accident where we've got, it looks like we do have trauma team in attendance dealing with a person who presumably has very good insurance, but we also have beat cops in attendance dealing with the guy who's about to get arrested, by the looks of it, for turning his car upside down. I don't know how well these people react to being observed. He's come and stood much more closely to me than I like. I've never actually got close to a trauma team person. What happens if you do?
Get out of my way.
They become belligerent and tell you to go away. Do you react to being scanned? Not particularly. Am I allowed to get... There's some red tape there, but I can guess I can get in closer just to have a look. Is he going to make it, Doc? Yeah, it didn't look it, does it, really? You don't seem to be in much of a hurry. Are you waiting for something? When it was the girl I rescued from the icy bath, you scooped her away quickly enough, but apparently that's not the case this time. So that was interesting. You can actually get quite close. What happens if you cross a police line? Oh, I'm going to regret this. I might regret this. That's not actually a line, I've just gone in through the gap. So I didn't trigger the line, and no one's batted an eyelid. Everyone's quite happy to let me... Oh, there's someone still in the vehicle. Upside down. I'm guessing it was too late for that one. Wouldn't you say... What's your name? Beat Cop? The cops don't have individual names.
Had enough of punks like you. Back it up.
Oh! The guy you were interviewing's just run away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I've just overstepped the mark. I'm running. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I took a load of bullets. I'm not engaging in a firefight with NCPD or trauma team dudes with guns. That's not happening. Are they still pursuing me? Yeah, they are. Whoa, quick, run. There are people looking for me, I can see. They've got vision cones looking for me because I'm still wanted. They didn't follow me that way. It's pointing me in the direction of Megabuilding H8, which is not far away. I can see it now in the corner of the map. And I'm not wanted any further. And it says walk, so I'm going to walk. Okay. Really? Is that true? I hadn't noticed. These street preachers, there's a bunch of them, aren't they? And they've got... The end is near. I don't think it is. If we're talking about the game, I think there's a very, very long way to go. And he's very angry about that. And his friends are telling me I'm getting too close. Go on, tell me again.
Hey there.
Hey there to you too. You were waving at me a moment ago. Now he's on his knees. It's a good performance, isn't it? Why are you here?
I don't know you. Fuck off.
Okay. I'm going to get into Megabuilding H8, which is just across the road. Actually, I'm going to test a theory before I do so. Here comes a theory being tested. When you enter a building, what happens to your wanted level? If I go back down here again and antagonise these police officers in the performance of their duty, do I just need to break the tape? Is that all I need to do? Apparently not. What happens if you stand too close to a trauma team guy? Hi.
No, you will put that away.
Don't you get hot wearing that helmet? Apparently you do. Hot and bothered. Right, I am now wanted on level 1 and I'm going to run into Megabuilding H8 and see what happens.
No, please.
It's just a theory. But I'm wondering whether the wanted level follows me and they follow me too. I'm running across roads here as if I have no desire to survive it. It does. The wanted level disappeared as I ran carelessly into the building and nearly into the hands of these dudes. We are in Tiger Claw territory.
That was fucking rhetorical.
Maybe something
Stands Tiger Claw's property.
There's
You're Tiger Claw's property.
Oh.
You had one job. Sell the stock, take the eddies, and do nothing gunk. Is that so hard? Is that clear? Run your fucking discounts when you get your own fucking stand.
Which will be never.
Okay. The Tiger Claws gang has a sort of protection racket running on stalls that are selling stuff. They are taking a massive cut. And sometimes they've actually got people running the stalls purely for the business of making money for their gang, and they don't like it when others take a share when they're not told to. This is a Tiger Claws racketeer talking to some ordinary civilians. This looks like Tiger Claws' world I've walked into. They are everywhere. Who are these? More racketeers. I better tread very carefully in this place. Racketeering seems to be the thing. I wonder if I can get close enough to actually loot stuff without antagonising people. Oh, that was tricky. And it really wasn't a lot that I was going in here for, was it? But I have anyway. Because it's all good stuff that can be scrapped, disassembled, sold. Don't those spikes scratch your dining table when you sit down to eat in the evening? That's quite inefficient and probably something that shouldn't be popularised. I need to go this way and take the elevator to get to Clouds. I will also scan, because I haven't been here. The layouts of these mega buildings look quite similar. In some ways this is reminiscent of my own mega building, where my place of putting my head down is. This guy's yawning. He actually yawned. How very rude. You should be ashamed of yourself. So what do we have here? You guys chatting or just having a staring contest? They're having a staring contest. I'm going to do a food inspection on this place. Can I get in here? I think I might be able to. Maybe I can't. Yes, I can. I'm in. Hello, how are you? Don't panic. It's just a quick hygiene inspection. Everything looks satisfactory. You have no customers though. I would take that as meaning that people are not enamoured of whatever it is you're selling. And you've got a cone of fries again. It seems to be like a secret handshake in this place. You have to walk up to someone with a cone of fries. I am going to go and take the elevator to Clouds. Let's go. Call it. The elevator's on the way. Can't be very far.
The way I see it, only thing waiting for you here is getting off or getting offed. Place your bets.
Johnny, you're a constant little ray of sunshine, aren't you?
If I miss this time, enlighten me.
Braindance chick is hiding something. No coincidence we already saw 2 tiger claws. They must control the building.
2? I saw loads of them. You are in a foul mood today.
Someone's in a great mood.
Not every day a half-brain dead dude drags me around a cat house on a wild horde chase. So having a grand old time.
And that's the thing, isn't it? I'm the one with the body. I'm the one with mobility. I choose where we go. You have to live with that.
Arasaka and the Tiger Claws are in bed together. Go figure.
Every corp plays dirty. Except the streets are more than that. They're filth. So the corps leave it to the gang. Suits collars and get soiled. Surprised?
No, I mean, if Evelyn wanted to disappear, especially from Arasaka, she could have done better.
This whole situation's bent over, cheeks spread wide.
What a choice of expression you do have, Johnny. Why is it you're not convinced that Judy is on our side?
I think Judy's lying. Why?
Little something called intuition, V. Ever heard of it?
Oh, so what you meant to say was you're full of shit. Got it.
I don't think her behaviour was that of a person who was lying.
Benefits they offer, such as 5 paid
What's happening in the news?
Unlimited access to stimulant pharmaceuticals, and implant acquisition assistance. Were that not impressive enough, 34% of Militech employees have also been promised a retirement package. In other news, the NCPD welcomes a boost to its authority.
Oh, really?
Today, the police may detain criminal suspects for up to 1 year without formal prosecution.
A year?
The NCPD scored another victory with the adoption of a policy allowing the shooting of a limb to be considered a warning shot, a change that should keep officers safer. The Night City Office of Cybernetic Technology has been formally dissolved as a result of budget cuts. The office, formerly responsible for implant certification, will shutter its doors next Tuesday. The administrators of implant authorization are now the manufacturers, guided by the standards they themselves have established. Thank you for joining all of us here at
It's a constant story of erosion of things, isn't it? Of things getting worse, not better. I love reading the news, but you come away from it depressed that a dystopian society is getting worse.
Blow up doll, remodel the hole, and that's cheap. That's infidelity.
No. Well,
how's that any different from some dollhouse ass?
'Cause the ass is meat, not latex. That's so hard to understand.
Meat, right. No feeling going on, no thinking, no awareness. It's empty. Might as well be latex. Masturbation, sophisticated kind. That's all it is.
Whoa. Makes perfect sense, that.
Okay, so defending the sort of brain dance doll type experience against the more traditional non-human forms of aids in that area, shall we say.
The proposed base will be subdivided into 3 areas: industrial, scientific, and residential.
Okay.
10 residential modules are already available for purchase.
And that's about the thing about Mars again, which we've heard before. I'm going to have a quick look around here before I try to actually... Well, here is where it's sending me to. And the doors have opened. Checking at reception. So I can do that. It's time for another food inspection, because I wasn't really satisfied with the first one. This is me going behind the scenes. What are you hiding under your many things? Oh, he goes to All Foods. He gets his supplies from All Foods. Who knew? If I had not jumped behind here and crouched down, I would not have known that. I don't know whether that's a point in your favour or against you, sir.
What do I do?
I don't know. You could change supplier if you're worried about it before they come after you. I'd certainly make sure you pay your bills to All Foods. I wouldn't leave them waiting when they send you an invoice. That's just some free advice. And also, I think I'm going to have to dock you a star.
I got nothing valuable, okay?
It's fine. Many of us haven't in this world, apparently.
Carajo! Some people!
Ooh, this is the angry bar. It should say here, come here if you're angry. What's your problem?
See? Hello?
I just asked what your problem was, my friend. You sounded really upset when you came to sit down. This guy, put your phone away when you're eating. No one ever told you how rude that is.
No harm, no foul.
Well, yeah, it's your phone, I admit. It's your indigestion too. Just doesn't send out a good message to children when you're using your phone whilst you're eating, I think. That's today's public service announcement. What are you selling?
Yo, where you going?
I was going over here to see what you've got. You've got, they look like seeds. Is that what they are? And I just knocked the top off one of those. I didn't mean to. They are seeds of some sort. And you've got scales there. I just get this feeling, if you have to ask, then you really shouldn't be buying them, because you don't know what they are. Okay. Let's continue a look around this area. We've got a bunch of machines. Very similar to the layout of my mega building. Even to the understairs areas that aren't really used for anything. Their long debate is continuing. This stall is not in use currently. The cupboards are not able to be interacted with. I shall go up the stairs because they're there. I don't know what's up there. There's a person. There's someone else's homeless area. And a sign that says, and it's very dark, aliens kidnapped my wife and kids. Help me celebrate. I wasn't expecting the ending there. Oh, that's made it worth coming up here just for that. I don't think there's going to be anything further. I will go up the final set of stairs, which takes us to a door we can't go through. Oh, it's a long way down. I've been told there is no fall damage in the game. I intend to test that theory at some point. Not today, because I've got stuff to do, and it's hot. As I said, it is hot. Do you find it hot up here? Is that why you're here?
Piss off, slacker! Another fucking weasel.
Have we met? I tripped him up there. I'm almost glad I did. This used to be... It's a fire risk? You're telling me it's a fire risk? This whole place is a fire risk. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find anything there. So I'm going to go back downstairs. I'm going to run because I can. It's good practice at running. And I'm going to go to Clouds, which is right here. So, I mean, that's one heck of an advert. And it's safe for work as well. We're in Clouds. Okay, now, the objective here is to find Evelyn Parker, or find out about Evelyn Parker if she's not here. By whatever means necessary. Got that, Johnny? So don't be second guessing me and telling me off. There is a receptionist at reception.
Welcome to Clouds, where we know what you're looking for.
Okay.
Would you care to jack into the terminal?
I would care to. That's interesting. My scan was recognised as unauthorised. This place has got good security. I've got very many questions to ask you, receptionist. I'm going to come round the side so I can see you while we do it. Please explain to me the mechanism by which...
Jack in, please.
...the doll thing works.
So how's this all work?
An algorithm pilots the doll's motor functions. It takes your profile data and transforms into experiences in real time. Memory dampers on the doll's behavioral chip block any recall of the session.
So there'll be no trace of the meeting?
Well, I could say yes, but that would strip it of mystery and suspense, wouldn't it? Once you're in there, you set the stakes.
You're saying it's not dangerous, but there's some risk involved.
That is one way to put it. One thing is for sure. You never get what you expect.
Consider my interest piqued.
Let me get this right. So real people, men and women presumably, hand their bodies over and the technology
Jack in, please.
Gives them amnesia, effectively. They don't remember anything of what they do, so that when it's over, there's no lingering regret or anything else. But because they can't remember anything about it, extremes are possible. Is that what you're saying? I think it is.
Jack in, please.
And Evelyn was into this stuff? Let's ask her about why she thinks I'm here.
How could you possibly know what I'm looking for?
Clouds always knows. Your deepest desire, we find it. You'll have your needs fulfilled, and maybe much more. Less is not a word we use around here.
I'm actually here for Evelyn Parker. Every person I meet is going to be asked, if possible, about Evelyn Parker.
Looking for Evelyn Parker. Does she work here?
Give me a moment.
I take it that means no.
Evelyn's not available at this time.
Need to see her. It's important.
The algorithm knows best. Trust me, it will choose a doll that will thrill you. Our dolls can change their hair and eye color in real time to look just as you wish.
So essentially she's confirmed that Evelyn does work here. She just simply said she wasn't available at the moment. That's good to know. I do want to talk to her. I want to impress on you I am not here simply to have the experience of dolls and then leave.
I'm not a customer.
Well, all the more reason to be excited. There's a first time for everyone at Clouds. It's no reason to dawdle. All you need to do is jack in. We'll create your personal profile and you'll be good to go.
Oh, here comes Johnny.
I'm sorry, did she finally say anything useful? Fuck the menu, let's ditch this waitress and take our special order to the chef, point blank.
What do you mean, Johnny?
Meaning
you go in as a customer, keep a low profile. They want to keep their cards close, fine. We'll play our own game.
I mean, he could well be right. If I jack in, though, you've got access to my systems as much as I've got access to yours.
You realize personal links aren't secure, right? Could get hit with malware straight to my core.
Yes, exactly.
An arm and a leg for a ripper doc.
We need data from your core to pair you up with the doll.
Meaning a biometric scan?
Just that. If anything goes wrong, you can lodge a complaint. But that's never happened.
Person affected didn't survive it, you mean? Oh, I don't know. I've got no alternative. I've got to. We're going to have to...
please.
Yeah, I'm about to. Let's do it.
All right, let's do this.
I just said that.
This will be a live session, so events may take an unexpected turn.
You've said that twice.
But don't quit if you feel uncomfortable. You could miss out on something truly remarkable.
Now I'm
If
concerned.
you feel unready to handle what comes next, you can interrupt the session immediately.
How do we do
Now for your safe word.
that? I will choose samurai as my safe word.
Samurai.
And saved. Now, bear with me a moment.
Why, what's happening?
Scanning your personal profile. You should see compatible dolls in just a second.
Really? Okay. There's a whole bunch to choose from. Evelyn isn't one of them. But then we know she's not actually around at the moment. Sky or Angel?
2 matches. Interesting.
Is that normal or...
Who can say what is normal? You're clearly a unique person with unique tastes. Our system can handle it. So who will it be? Angel or Sky?
Well, I've kind of decided that my V is going to be straight. So I'm going to go with Sky.
Rather go with Sky.
I couldn't have chosen better myself. Now for the payment. And you'll venture into the clouds.
Oh, here we go. How much? 500... Okay, well, I'm fairly rich. I'll give you the 500 eddies. I don't want a fuss. We want to run this process through smoothly so we get out of it what we want to get out of it.
There you go.
Happy?
And the payments come through.
The entire floor is open to you if you wish to wind down first.
Oh, there'll be some winding down.
Sky awaits you in booth 9.
Booth 9.
Disconnect, please.
I'll jack out.
Got it.
We have a strict no weapons policy here at Clouds. Please
What?
deposit any and all hazardous items with me.
I'm sorry, what? No weapons? Oh, that's not good. No one told me about that.
Don't worry, all your grown-up toys will be safe with us.
I have got to deposit all my weapons.
Only 2 willing to spread their legs for you. Sad.
Go eat a dick, Johnny.
Yeah, you little ray of sunshine, you. Deposit my weapons.
We hope you enjoy your stay.
I have no weapons. I have literally just emptied my cache of weapons in its entirety. I have no weapons. That door is not a door. It won't open. Oh, and that door has just closed behind me and sealed me in. And immediately I have run across a shard. That shard has already been read. I've just realised. Goodness knows I love shards, but I'm not going to be reading them twice if I can help myself. We are going to have a good look around whilst we are here.
Guess that makes you a real deviant.
Yes.
Would have had more choices if I didn't have a certain brain parasite.
Yes. Give as good as you get, V. Oh, hello. Let's just continue exploring this area. There are various numbered places. Number 9 is the one we've been sent to. I'm not going to rush to it. Okay, we have security. I would like to identify your affiliation. I'm not surprised you're a Tiger Claw. Hi there. You going to be trouble for me if I go past? 18 plus. I should say 28 plus, more like it.
Not bad, but it would be much better real. I would eat those thighs.
What do you mean, real? She's all ones and zeros.
Do you mean I can ask her to do anything? Literally anything?
Ask? It's not about asking, man. Just gotta be programmed.
As establishments fuck sideways go, this one takes the whole damn pie. Hear that?
At least I would hear no laments about pain. It hurts. It hurts.
It's a hologram. What's so hard to get?
Let me have my fantasies.
Not like you know how to hack it, so why don't we just shut up and enjoy the show?
Also, what's interesting about this is that it's male fantasies, isn't it? They are extremes too. Clouds is a curious place. It's like they've taken, I suppose you call it prostitution, but it's more than that.
What's that mean? I'm here every motherfucking week.
What just happened?
To access the VIP area.
Oh, yes I am.
No, sir, you're not. You can take it up with the manager.
No, dog. I'm taking it up with you, here, now. You got any idea who I am?
Is there a problem?
This gonk don't understand that I've got a right to be in there.
From what I can see, your VIP membership has been revoked.
Say what now?
Please stay calm, sir. Or we're gonna have to escort you outside.
VIP membership gets you into this area here then?
No shortage of wise asses.
I'll see. You're going back upstairs?
In a minute. Need to piss first.
So that door I can't go through. Authorization not
Second floor
found.
is for VIP customers only.
So I've been told. No offence, my friend, I was just looking. Did I? I think I spotted a shard here. I did spot a shard, and this one we have not read. Supernova, the unofficial biography of Lizzie Wizzy. The turning point in her career came in 2069 when Lizzie unveiled herself in her true cyber-modified form, an erotic reimagining of Snow White. At the end of her concert, Lizzie ate a synthetic apple laced with specially prepared poison that induced cardiac arrest. For a full minute, the LED screen showed a close-up of the flat line on her electrocardiogram while her body lay motionless on the stage. The concert was put on hold for 5.5 hours while a team of Ripperdocs swapped out her biological organs for the latest generation of more technology implants. After being revived, Lizzie sang Restart, Reheart, Repeat, which sat at the top of the world charts for the next full year. I always felt that my mission was to cross the ultimate frontier, she said later in an interview on N54 News. That frontier is death. Lizzie's anarcho-terrorist performances are inspired by the artist's frequent stylistic transformations. She had been used to giving away used clothes to friends before simply leaving them out on the streets for people. She wanted to do the same with implants, though it turned out that the top-tier cyberware was linked to its user and couldn't simply be given away. Lizzie Wizzy is best known for her war against implant homogenization by mounting an armed assault against Biodyne Systems factory, during which Lizzie and a group of mercenaries took control of the building and stole approximately 1,200 different implants that were then given out during an impromptu concert. The heist was broadcast live, an insurance for Lizzie. She knew no corporate soldier or police officer would dare to kill or harm her on live TV. In the years following, the media argued that the heist was arranged beforehand with Biodyne and that Lizzie paid for the implants and the renovation of the factory. That theory is seemingly supported by the fact that Biodyne never pressed charges against Lizzie Wizzy. Lizzie still denies these speculations, claiming that Biodyne co-opted her heist as free advertising. Lizzie Wizzy was a force of nature, maybe still is. And this thing about celebrity, isn't it, and extremes, just keeps coming through in all the media snapshots. Ordinary people, just like the Shard said, you know, there's billions of them out there, and what is there for them? Not much. They're there to perpetuate it and support the system. I beg pardon? You admitting someone else? Maybe. Now that guy said he was going to the toilet. Hi there. The guy said he was going to the toilet. I don't know of this area at all. What is this? Okay, that was a comfort break, honestly. It was just desperately needed. I can use my technical ability to get into this room. I shall do that very thing. I will have it. This is a hostile area. Interesting. I will take that. What is this? I can open this and do what? I'm not doing this. It's doing it by itself. I've just rerouted something and I don't know why. I can hear voices. Scanning. That's just a data terminal. I think I'm not minded to stick around and do that while I'm trying to do other things. I can open this door, which takes me into the toilets. That's the guy that I was following a minute ago. Oh, now then. What do I do here? This area says safe. What happens if I sneak up on this dude? Sneaky, sneaky. And kill, I think. He's a tiger claw. What have I gained from doing that? I have a token to get me into clouds. Yes! That is excellent. No, I don't want to use your mirror, but thank you for the kind invitation. There's not going to be anything in these toilets, so we won't bother with those. Yes! Okay. No suspicions, anybody? There's another door here, wasn't there? I think I can't do this because I'd have to be able to force it open or have authorization, which I don't have. That's a separate authorization. The authorization I've got is for clouds. Do I go to my booth before I go upstairs? I think I probably do. It's telling me to go to booth 9, isn't it? Join doll in booth. Does this guy want to talk to me? He didn't last time. He's basically not very friendly. I'm going to go into booth 9, which is here. How do I open the door? That's how I... You must be
Hi,
Sky.
I'm Sky. And you must be Vincent?
Please call me V. Oh yeah, it's just V.
V. Just V. Only people who know me real well can use my real name.
Okay then. V.
I will sit.
Welp. Looks like this'll be interesting.
Welp.
So, V. You're dying.
I'm sorry? How on earth do you know that? Is it because you've accessed my neural net at reception?
How'd you know I'm dying?
Deep inside, you fear this. Cower before it.
Wow.
So what if I do? Why do you care?
Of all the voices in your head, the loudest is that calling for help. Look around. All of this is your doing.
I'm not going to go straight to the, Yellow. I want to keep pushing this conversation to find out everything I can about this.
Silent.
Something in those mirrors.
Why?
Way back.
It's a projection. Your inner landscape.
Just what I needed. Therapy with a robo-hooker.
Robo-hooker.
I'm not here to analyze you. That's not something I do. I'm here to fulfill your deepest, most hidden desire.
Now it's time to say, we're actually here looking for Evelyn.
Looking for someone named Evelyn Parker. Used to work here. Know her?
She's nodding.
She is.
You need answers. That's clear. Just not the ones you think you need.
I asked you a simple question.
Evelyn Parker. Not the most important thing you're looking for, is she? I can smell your fear. You're afraid of something else.
Are we going to go round in circles here, yes? Or are we going to get to a point where you're going to give me some direct answers to direct questions?
You just gonna talk in circles? That it?
I can't help you if you don't want to be helped.
What's next? Meditation?
Something like that. Try me.
Where is Evelyn Parker?
Just answer my question. Tell me where Evelyn is. Don't have time for a debate. Why'd the manager say she doesn't work here anymore? When was Evelyn last here? You know anything?
Evelyn had her own story before it collided with yours.
So tell me it.
But I know you'll find her. You always get your way.
So I'm going to ask whether you think this is what fulfilling my deepest desires.
Silent. Why?
Because I'm thinking you should try it sometime.
I was told this place would fulfill my deepest desires. Not what I was expecting, this.
When true desires go unfulfilled, they turn into needs. We are here to reach for them and beyond. We are here to understand.
So what is it I need so badly?
Yes, come on.
To come to terms with the fact that you died. Now move on already.
So actually coming to terms with that is pretty difficult?
That's tough. Rather let it eat away at me a bit more.
Fear of death is what drives us all to do what we do. You're scared because you've given up on your dreams. What happened to becoming the best in all of Night City?
I think he still wants to do that. In his own way.
Still want to be the best. Never gave up on that goal. Chances of getting there is starting to look pretty slim, though. I just want the world to know that I was here. That I mattered.
That is true.
Instead of a dream, you're living a nightmare. You're afraid of being erased, as if you never existed. Or is it just the fear of becoming someone else? Different?
I think he's going to say that he is not going to die completely.
The people I've lost live on in my thoughts. And that's what I'll be. A memory.
Yes.
Or just an annoying little voice in someone else's head.
You don't see death as destruction, the end, but as a change. That thought alone could save your life.
Is he scared of the unknown, of dying again? He can't imagine what it's like to become someone else, because that's essentially what's happening to him.
Why?
Because he's thinking, Sky, he's thinking.
I'm afraid of becoming someone else. Forgetting who I am.
You're already becoming someone else. Every second of every day.
Very deep.
Still, I feel a connection between who I was and who I'm turning into.
What you really fear is becoming someone you don't recognize in the least.
So, now that you've completely psychoanalyzed him without being invited to in the first place, what exactly happens next?
Any for your thoughts?
So what now?
Now, you find out what it is you need to do.
Which is You're gonna tell me?
Probably not.
You've never backed down from anything in your life. Even when you maybe should have. You go through Night City knowing a stray bullet could end you while hailing a cab. But that's never stopped you from taking action. Going where you needed to go. And it won't stop you now.
Okay. We're going to make physical contact, and he's going to tell her he's not sure he can do that.
But how do I keep up with everything that's changing?
You have been keeping up. You've made an impact. Not a single thing in this world isn't in the process of becoming something else. Likewise, you never look back. If you gotta kill, kill. If you gotta burn it all to the ground, then let it burn.
Actually, I think him meeting Sky and having this conversation has been therapeutic. I don't think it was intended to be the purpose of him visiting Sky from his point of view. He wanted the information about Evelyn. But it's worked out quite well.
Thanks, for all this. Jeez. Don't even feel like getting up.
Few do. But everything has its end.
And it's time to use the safe word.
Samurai.
Oh, what's going on?
And she has no concept of what just happened.
Thing threw me out.
Need to talk to you.
Talk? You pulled the emergency brake. Ripped me out just to talk? What happened? I do something wrong?
No, quite the opposite actually. You did something very right. Thanks for that, chat. It was very refreshing.
A lot of things been going on in my head lately. This was different. Refreshing.
That's what we do at Clouds.
I get why people come here. Come back. But I need something else.
Here it comes.
Evelyn Parker. What do you know about her?
Come on.
Not much. Everyone's got their own booths, their own problems, their own little bubbles. It's a fragile ecosystem. People like you barge in, violate it, try to rearrange. No.
That's interesting. We barged in and tried to violate it, rearrange it. We're not going to threaten her.
Now, or I'll call security.
No, don't worry. I'm going to beg for your help.
You gotta help me. Please.
Come on, Sky.
No threat, but she could be in trouble. Just want to talk to her, find out if she's okay.
In case you haven't noticed, doll work's not the most secure job in the world. One day you're in, the next you're out. And maybe gone.
Anything out of the ordinary happen here lately?
Good question. Very good question.
Fine. Heard a customer did a number on her. But that's all I know.
Wow. Worth asking.
Shit like that happens around here way more often than anybody'd care to admit. You ought to ask Tom. Two of them were inseparable, gossiping for hours on end.
She was attacked?
The customer attacked her.
I guess. I don't know. Real mess that was. Security barged in, handled it. Things went silent. You don't go around asking questions here. Better off not seeing, not hearing. Keeping your head down.
Where exactly did this happen?
Where did it happen?
Her booth. Told you. She was with a client.
Gonna just stand there or tell me a number.
11.
Booth 11. Is it in use?
This booth occupied now?
Nah. I think it's been out of order since,
So if I want to get into 11, how do I do it?
Need to get inside that booth somehow.
Yeah? And do what?
None of your biz. Can you open it or not?
Sure. Just don't bother me again. Ever. Talk to Tom.
You've actually opened it for me?
Who's Tom?
A doll, like the rest of us. What do you think, an XBD star?
Where'll I find him?
VIP area. Booth 2, I think.
Okay.
Thanks. See? You turned out to be useful after all.
So we can get into Evelyn's booth. We can get into the VIP area. I haven't scanned this room. There's nothing in it. Sky, you were really helpful. Thank you. Not many people around here are, but you were. Where is booth 11? Booth 11 is here, and I can go into it because she's opened it for me. Let's go in here and find out what occurred. Whoa, Johnny.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Yes, let's. And we'll start with fresh blood.
Fresh, not too much. Put it to a wound rather than a kill.
Okay, we are scanning for info. We have a...
See that?
See what? Nothing there.
Exactly. There should be a port right there for the doll to jack into.
They rip it out?
Wonder why.
Bloodstains. A doll jacking in port that's been removed. There is this box. I'm not sure what it is. I want to see what else we've got in here. Hidden camera. A hidden camera. So they filmed what was happening in here. And this box is what? What are you, box? Play projection?
Huh. What's this?
Oh, wow. Okay. That's Evelyn. And Evelyn's having an episode. What on earth's going on? It wasn't the customer. It wasn't the customer.
Well, client wasn't the one who flew off the handle. Something bit her in the ass.
And she left the room. Okay. That's got to be cyberware doing that to her. That's got to be something to do with her operating system. Someone's in her head.
What do you think? Cyberpsychosis?
Has she got that much cyberware? It could be a remote hack.
Sounds crazy, but she could have been remotely hacked. A netrunner?
Weird.
Very much. So the customer ran away. That was really illuminating. I'm glad we went to booth 11. Get inside the VIP area. We have a pass. We can do that. I'm going to go and do it right now. Hi there. I have a pass. Just keep calm. This guy's going to be at the door. No, he's going for a toilet break. He's at the door. I can just open the door then, can't I? Yes, I can. God darn it, I have no weapons. I have no weapons. I hate the idea of this. Hang on 1 second. Do you know what else I've just realised? I am wondering about taking control of these cameras or turning them all off. Where else are these cameras located? They're going to be everywhere, aren't they? Just about every corridor is going to have a... Okay, let's bear the cameras in mind as a secondary target. I may be able to take control of them from up here, who knows? This is a safe area, all is well, don't panic. Hey, look, clouds. Alright, well we've got readables. We have customers. We have tiger claws.
You really think they remember nothing?
That's the whole point. They're not supposed to remember, not a smidge.
So why, every time, do they restart the conversation where we left off? That's not remembering?
Good point.
It's saved the doll chips that store their personas. Hold on. Reel back a sec. You talk to them? Like talk?
Yeah, V did.
What really happened? Anything, whatever
Yes.
seems to fuck me up the quickest. Hard day.
This guy is trying to
hard life.
forget his troubles. People come to this place for a variety of reasons, not just for you know what. I can drink that if I want to, but I'd rather read this. Except I've already read it. It's the Wizzy Lizzy one. I'll take that stress ball. I could do with that. I could seriously make use of the stress ball. Was there something over this side as well? Yeah, there was. I'll just walk into that guy. This is one I have not read. Watson Whore Diary. Watson Whore Diary. I have a funny feeling this is going to be full of expletives. Monday. What a world. Finally, I get my ass on Ziggy's show, and right before I walk on stage, a hospital somewhere gets shot up. This dick cancels the show last minute for a special ep about the victims. Who the cares? Is anyone going to remember them in a week? Did they spend half their career to get on that show? No, they just died. I got my ass on stage anyway. Let him know you don't cockblock a goddamn TV messiah, but security me up so bad, what was scrolled got corrupted or some. Tuesday. Felt fed up today. Made a move on town hall to protest the disgraceful neglect of war vets. Got my hands on a dress made of sin fetuses, chanted my throat roar halfway down there until the director of Wet Dream recognised me and said I was looking sexy. So I leaned up against a schism, fake choked on an air dick and slapped my ass 'cause I could tell he loves pretty boys. He took me back to his place, chained me to his king bed and me raw till I snapped each and every bedpost. He showered me in eddies and already got plans to see him same time next. Maybe I can screw my way into his next BD. Wednesday. God, the expletives in this. I got into an argument with Ruth Zeng. We talked about the normies who died saving some kids after a nuke pop during some court war or other. Call her a tough ass bitch on TV if you want, but she'd got all like blubbery baby on me, so whatever I figured, I'd say something nice. I said they were pretty nova and maybe they'd wanna be like my fans. Hell, looking at old photos I was like, it's a legit shame, 'cause half of them got bulges halfway to Denver. Real waste of good. She gave me a stupid smile and told me to. Thursday. Ha 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 ha, etc. Friday. Christ, I don't know which way's up. I'm wiped. The boys bought ever some laced or something, but it hit me like a fire truck. I don't know what happened, but everything smells like there's a horse mask in the bathroom. If I had to guess, it was probably me who wore it and got rode around. My knees do kind of kill thinking about it now. I don't know, I just hope it was that director from Tuesday and not that skank from apartment 3. Oh God, that was horrible. That's terrible. I blush reading stuff like that. I can't help myself. I need a drink. I know it's going to affect my performance and I don't care. I do need to scan this room whilst it's peaceful. Automatic Love says find Tom. There's another shard over there which I'll go get. Do it now. This one says the foodie guide to Night City. The world traveller in Night City is faced with a dilemma: enjoy the local cuisine or save their gut the trouble. If you don't own a trauma team policy, you're probably better off sticking to the tried and tested chains and exclusive restaurants. But if you do, Night City is full of risk that packs a lot of reward. Here's our risk-reward breakdown of Night City's good eats. For the cautious consumer, Bleu. A gourmet dining experience with some of the highest accolades and richest portfolios in the city. If you're after high quality, locally sourced ingredients, Blur is the place for you. Among its marquee dishes are authentic caviar, oysters and imported Prosecco. The alabaster white interior adorned with minimalist decor is perfect for a relaxing night out following a day of hustle and bustle. Pepper and Spice. A unique locale on the culinary map of Night City, this eatery was founded by renowned travel icon Tony Halik. It stands apart from the competition thanks to its diverse menu of transcontinental fusion dishes, most of which are offered at surprisingly reasonable prices. Caribbean, Polish, Kenyan, it's all here, not just in the combination you've ever seen before. The crowd favourite, Halik's own vanilla dumplings. And then we have for the gutsy gourmand, Bucker Slice. According to urban legend, the NCPD has an entire file on the mysterious deaths of homeless people whose last meal was pizza from Bucker Slice. True or not, bargain seekers living on a $1 a lunch budget should still be prepared for gastrointestinal distress. Worth the risk, only if you want a greasy slice of authentic Night City flavour. Plus their secret recipe chili spurt scaparoni is unlike anything you've ever tasted, but only available on special request. And then we have Roulai. At Roulai you'll find all of the 3 Ps, potent, punchy and pungent. Every visit to this local favourite is like playing a game of Chinese roulette. Regulars at Roulai claim you're just as likely to get bearable egg rolls and halfway decent rangoons as you are tainted tofu or Sichuan salmonella. You've been warned. I love these shards. They are inconsequential in some ways and very consequential in others. There's another one over here. What is this? Oh, we've read it. It's Lizzie Wizzy. Oh. Okay. So this is the kind of bar area for people who are waiting. And there is Tom. I need to go speak to Tom. I also need to just suss out this room generally speaking. There's another security camera. They're not on at the moment. If they ever come on because something happens, I'm minded to just turn them all off. I might try taking control. Okay, I'm going to go and talk to Tom because it told me to. Hang on, that security guard has just moved away from that door. That's very interesting. Do I have access?
Better keep this short and sweet. 2 brainwashed sex zombies in a single day is too much, even for me.
Okay, but first, Johnny, I'm going in here because there's a door and I can open it. I'm scanning. There's a generator. There's another possible data terminal which I'm seriously not bothered about. And you have got to be kidding me. I've got a gun. It's an odd looking thing, but it's a gun. And I have an elevator. I have an elevator. Okay, I'm going to go and talk to Tom before I go and take that elevator. I'm a little bit cautious. Put the gun away. You're attracting attention to yourself. Hey Tom, I've been sent to see you because you know stuff.
I think something might have gone wrong here. Not really sure, don't have your details? Sorry, no idea what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, don't worry, you're gonna find out.
You sure?
Relax, you don't need any data, don't need any deets. I'm not a customer. Here to talk, to you specifically, not to be with a doll. Tom, is that it?
Uh-huh.
He doesn't look like he's going to be terribly comfortable telling us anything.
I need to get in touch with Evelyn Parker. It's important.
You and me both. Tried calling her a bunch of times. No luck.
So did Judy, I suspect.
You mean to say she's not here?
She had an accident. Needed to go to a special clinic in Osaka. Or Oslo. I think it was Oslo. For a new faceplate.
She was sent away? I know about the accident. Which one was it?
Which was it? Osaka or Oslo?
Oslo. Yeah, definitely Oslo.
Do you know any more about the accident than I do?
That accident involved a client, did it? Found blood in her booth.
You know, shit like that happens here sometimes.
And everyone's cool with that.
We get new implants, recovery leave, and, well, sometimes even a payout. Now that I think about it, it is weird she went away so far.
Isn't it? Did she tell you she was going there?
Tell you herself she was skipping town?
Nah, just didn't show up for work. Wasn't picking up either, so I asked Woodman what was up. Told me she left, like I said.
Who the heck is Woodman? Where can I find this person?
Where can I find this Woodman?
Probably got his feet up in the back office. Except it's off limits to customers.
Oh, of course it is. Who is he anyway?
Woodman. Who is he?
Mr. Forrest. But everybody calls him Woodman. Never really known why.
Okay, Mr. Forrest then. What's his thing?
He's kinda like our caretaker. Finds new talent, deals with ugly situations.
Got it.
Could it be Woodman finally shed some light on this shit show? Man can only dream. The skull sponges in these dolls. Ugh. That's what they should be replacing.
Yeah, it does sound like if something happened to Evelyn, Woodman's the guy who's dealt with it and or covering it up. Why would he send her so far away? Unless they very much wanted that to be the thing. I probably should have scanned in here, but I don't think there was anything else to be revealed. Tom Caldera is a civilian with a story. And everybody's still very friendly in here, which is good. Oof, very large orange break. Right, back to this lift. It intrigues me and I want to know where it goes. So we're going to go to 01 storage. I have my gun, of course. Oh, this is a hostile area. I might need my gun. Why is this hostile area? Because there's someone already in it. Where is he? Show me again. Just round the corner. There he is. Just round the corner. Ah, if I overheat him, I have a funny feeling if he's got any friends, they'll be tracing me. I can distract him by nuking the freezer. Come on. Here he comes. And then I can creep up behind him and... You're dead, my friend. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. He's not dropped very much of use to me at all. Alright. What's the situation in here? There's a door over there. That's interesting. And there's a door there. And I have got to be careful. Because there's possibly going to be people around in here. How about we try this door? I need tech ability to open it. I do not have that tech ability. How about we try this door? This is taking me outside. I'm on the exterior of the building. That's very interesting. I'm not sure I want to go along the exterior of the building right now. Where does this go? This is another door I can't open because I don't have authorization to open it. It's one of those. And there's another access point there which I'm not worried about using at all. I'm just simply not. It's just too hot and the benefits from them may be worth having. All these things can be hacked. Or I could have used those to distract this guy. As it was, I distracted him with death. He was distracted to death. I'll go back up to the VIP lounge. Not as much of use down there as I figured. Put your gun away. You trying to attract attention to yourself? Seriously? Are you? I can overload the generator? Open the door. Woodman's office is over there. However, it says no entry in very large letters above the top of it. This guy has a computer behind his desk, which I cannot... can I reach it without... It's very tricksy. No, I can't. I can sort of get a blue marker on it. I can scan it. Kinda, but I can't access it without going over there, and I'm not going to go over there because security everywhere. Do you know, it occurs to me I should tag these guys. Let's do this. Where was the big dude? Where was the guy with the attitude? Where did he go? I'd rather know where he is, actually. Did he go downstairs? That's a concern. There he is. There he is. Hi there. What do we do here? Sooner or later, we're going to take these people on. If I go through here, is it going to trigger alarms? The area says safe that I'm in. I bet you it won't when I step through this door. Yeah, I thought so. If I take these two out, using my cyberware, it's going to alert everybody. Cameras. Do we have? Yes, we do have cameras. At the moment, they're all off. Let me take control of the cameras and see. This is a big network. What I'm faced with. Okay, we'll tag him. That's just a customer. Let's see how many more we can see. Him we know about. That's just another view of where we are. This is the lower area. That's the guy who was standing guard round the corner. Him we haven't tagged. Oh my lord, this lot. If they all come down on me in one go, I'm in big trouble here. She doesn't actually represent a threat. That's good to know. And there are no other people waiting in reception. This corridor is clear now. They're showing up at a distance. That one is... I don't know that I can grab hold of that guy. Can't get them to see if they're tagged. I think they might be already. Maybe not. It's probably one of the dolls. And another camera, which is the same view. This is the actual first view from over the top of the bar. And we've been all the way around. Okay. Well, this is where it starts to get a little bit hairy. I'm in a hostile area. I will take the katana. I don't particularly want to use it as a weapon just at this very moment. Check out this door. It's a no. Down. Someone in there saw me. It was him. I don't have him tagged. I do now. I don't think for a minute I can sneak up on you and kill you without being seen. Especially since you've just stood up and started walking around. Alright, This is very hairy. There are so many of them. And now he's looking this way into the room. That means it's going to be very difficult for me to get into this room full stop. Stand up. What cover do I have if I go in there? Very little. Yeah, I know. You can see me when I'm standing up. Alright. My ability to overheat or do anything else to these people is restricted by barriers which are in my way. These people I can see. Let's go. I'm going to try and take this guy. He's gone. Down, down, down. Ooh. I will take everything. Now, there are 2 left on this level. How am I looking in terms of inventory here? Only 1 weapon. Did I not just pick up? I did pick up a submachine gun. 2 weapons. 2 is better than 1. Pretty soon they're going to know I'm here, and I don't think there's any way around that. And I'm going to have to go back through that door if I want to make a direct cyber attack on them. And I really do, I think. Can I reach both? I can do this one but not the other one because he's standing slightly obscured. There he is. Now I've got them both. Okay, this is it. We're on attack mode. I'm going to go back through here. Maybe I'm not. Perhaps I'll stay here and repeat that. 1 for you. And as soon as I can afford it, which is going to be a second or 2, they're tracing quite quickly. 1 for... No, you're not having optics. You're not having optics. I want to hit you with overheat, because I think that might finish you off. I think it will. He's down. Street cred's up. It's over for you, my friend. Well, it's over for me too. Probably should have a weapon in hand. Plenty of ammunition for this gun. Plenty of ammunition for this gun. Okay. He's downstairs, so I needn't worry about him too much. The cameras have been activated. Now's the time to turn them off. And we're in a battle. I doubt very much you've got anything of any use to me. I was completely wrong.
Look what I found!
I'm down. Too many sight lines here. I will take your things whilst I can. You have nothing of interest to me. You may remain there. Right. Let's go back through here. We'll try that door again. I slid across the floor there. That was quite interesting. I don't think I've done that before. Okay, that's fine. They were going to know sooner or later anyway. I can live with that. Just as I can live with reading this archive conversation at this terribly exciting moment between Harry and Jeremy. Harry, sup chum, let's swap shifts for Saturday. Jeremy, bro, we ain't swapping. Harry, come on, I'm begging you. Jeremy, forget it, man. Saturday's always a train wreck. Harry, chum, my kid ran away from home. Jeremy, so go look for him maybe, you'll find him before Saturday. Harry, I know where he is. Got to go to my parents on Sat to borrow some eddies to pay off the scavs. Those psychos will grind him up into scop if I don't pay. I'm on my knees, dude. Jeremy, fine. Incidental conversations, other people's problems. Heck yes, why not? I'll have a beverage. Alright, now we have someone on our level again. And I can't do anything about it at the moment because... Open this door. I'm going to go back there in a second. Because he's not in my line of sight. I need him to be... There he is! Not quite, not quite. Almost imperfectly able to see where he is. I can't get at him because of the screening effect of this wall. Wow, I'm down. Where'd that come from? Heaven knows. Why should that have happened when it did? Maybe I shouldn't have left these guys alive. Let's remedy that. The bullets are so powerful it makes the bodies stand up and fall over again when you use them.
Show yourself!
I mean, I could attack them by going into the camera network, couldn't I? So I will turn the cameras back on again. I will in fact take control of the cameras. And I'll pop down to where I can see them. I think I need a better view. I need a better view. There's one. Right, you can have an overheat from a distance through the camera network. That's your problem, my friend. It's not going well, is it? I think that one may have finished you off. I think it did. I'm not worried about them tracing my location because I think they pretty much know where I am anyway. Can I get that guy on my camera? That would be a neat trick. I'm not sure I can. Yes, I can. There you are. You can have one of those too. In fact, you know what? I like you so much, you have two of them. We'll stack them. Yeah, you're not going to make it. You're shooting at shadows. And you're dead. Great stuff. It's all quiet in reception. She's having a lovely time. She's thinking of going for a break in a minute. Alright, good. Nice, in fact. Now then, I was going to go into this back area that I found. There was a door here. Open this door. Oh, we've got stuff in here. What do we have? Evelyn's jacket.
Looks familiar.
What's that?
Evelyn's jacket. It's crumpled like a tissue. Must have been here a while.
Yeah, so when they cleaned out the evidence of the fact she'd been here, I'll take those dollars, you won't need it. I'll take that, but I don't really particularly want to be using it at the moment. Attractive as it is to have a range of weapons on hand, I'm more concerned with simply progressing through this building and getting to Woodman's office, which is proving arduous. I still don't have the capacity to open. I'll take all that lot too. This door. Hello, someone else has just turned up. It's because the cameras are back on. Let's turn that one off. And I'll also turn off that one as well. I have a feeling we've still got bad guys around down here. I shall, however, take all those items from you. the bad person around this corner. Camera behind me. That's what it was. Turn it off. Oh, it's just a straightforward shooting match, which you will lose. Oh, that was impressive. That was very good. I'll disassemble your weapon. I will take all the items from you. And I've still got to get to Woodman's office. Another camera. Turn it off. Good. We'll just do this the old-fashioned way. You're dead. I will pick all those things up. I don't particularly want to equip. There's someone behind me. I'm quite happy for them to keep coming at me like that. Their numbers are reducing. I think that machine may be malfunctioning and giving me lots of things I haven't asked for. Okay, let's go this way. He's dead. I hate seeing people suffer like that. Ability required to open that one, which I don't have. Let's call the elevator again. We'll go back upstairs. And into the bar area, where I can't actually go through windows, so I've got to go this way. There's still someone shouting to me there. Okay, what is this? We have a new door. We have a new door. Alright, I think we found another way around, thank goodness. But before I do, that I'm guessing is Woodman's office. What is this room? I'm happy to...
Area clear.
explore all of this. I was just about to say, I'm just like a... there's so much to see. Hi! Don't worry about it. I'll take it all. I'll take everything you have. And I won't think twice. Shotgun? Another gun? Well, I mean, it's all good stuff for recycling. Schedule changes incident report read. Flint and you shift change Tuesday. Commotion in VIP area. Client's VIP card expired. Wednesday, all currently employed security called in for emergency in the middle of the night. And a little bit later, Tiger Claw's reinforcements called. Thursday, fight between two clients, both escorted off premises. Friday, Doll called security, client was threatening her, client escorted off premises. Problem with payment, friend paid for client. Client refused to leave club, escorted off premises. Saturday, Flint and White shift change. Here we go. 10:32 p.m, client lost consciousness at the bar, recovered by trauma team. 12:12 a.m, fight broke out at entrance, payment was rejected, client was making a scene. 2:34 a.m, Doll beat up. 4:06 a.m, client fainted in a booth, resuscitated by Doll. 8:32 a.m, group of 3 clients refused to leave club, escorted off premises. There's a heck of a lot of incidents.
Right there, see that? 2 a.m. they hauled every last security man to the club.
Yes!
Looks like they called Tiger Claws for backup, too.
Doesn't it? That was one eventful night. And did I see another readable over here? I think I did. This is Kendachi New Spring Catalogue. They're an armaments company. Our mission. At Kendachi, we are creators. We care about our customers' satisfaction and their budget. By choosing our products, you can be confident no euro-dollar invested goes to waste. Kendachi, the choice is obvious. Our products. Kendachi M55 Power Sword. For our blade buffs, our iconic Power Sword is back and better than ever. Dice your foes into tiny pieces without breaking a sweat using our latest micro-serrated crystal blade technology. With highest quality materials crafted into lethal yet elegant design, the Power Sword will look as good on your mantle as it does in your hand. Kendachi Mono 2 Classic. You can't improve upon perfection. This time-honoured twin blade has been in continuous production since 2019. Lit by a custom colour, handled embedded laser, the Mono 2 has never gone out of style. Block every blow and slice through any defence. We wouldn't keep making them if people weren't buying them. Order yours today. Kendachi Mono Wire. A weapon as discreet as it is deadly. Made for those who desire power but have no urge to flaunt it, this molecule-thin blade is manufactured by our team of expert engineers in our state-of-the-art orbital facility. The monowire can bear loads of up to 3,000 pounds and slices through armour weaves like butter-flavoured scop spread. Rumour is many officials at the Zurich Convention wanted this weapon banned and off the market. Now if that's not high praise, we don't know what is. Kendachi. Chopping people up. Since goodness knows when. Anything else of use in here? There is a computer. I can overload various of these devices and I don't particularly want to, but I will look at the computer on the desk before we do anything else. Use it. There is a message and 4 files. Message. Oh, booth. Booth 11. I'll be needing access to booth 11 and all recordings from inside going back a month. This is Ginger Lane Investigations Services to Cloud Security and Detective Lane from Woodman to Cloud's Security. Please do not prevent Detective Lane from doing her job. If she wants all the recordings, cough them up, and nobody goes in 11 until I give the all clear. Woodman's very much into this. I haven't finished using this. I want the files. Show me them. These are kind of visitor records. This is Allende Jose, visits 23, joined in 2077, he's a VIP, average time spent in the club 21 minutes, tips and money spent at bar etc. negligible, dolls, he has those, fetishes food, other, owner and sole employee of a Scoop Dog stand, single, pays for protection to the Valentinos, not directly involved in the gang. Witnessed a cyber-psycho attack as a teenager, ever since then afraid of becoming one himself. What does Jennifer Bates want with this place? 82 visits, joined in 2071, she's not a VIP, her average time...
Moonlight is peeping Toms. They always got eyes on their dolls. Know what goes on in these booths. Then, data mine the behavioral chips.
Saw that twist coming a mile away.
Had a hunch. Still, wonder if it's for their own use or for sale. And who'd be buying?
Yes, exactly. They're harvesting data for their own purposes, aren't they? So Jennifer Bates' average time is 28 minutes. Tips and money spent at bar, negligible. Dolls, M, no preference. Fetishes, SM, likes to dominate. Other, most likely connected to Miltech. Manages a second-hand electronics shack. Married 2 children. Thomas Briggs, joined in 2074, he's only been 6 times, he's not a VIP. Average time spent in club 92 minutes, tips and money spent at bar, average. He likes female Caucasian dolls, fetishes large. Other, truck driver, has nomad roots, family settled during infancy, twice divorced, painfully shy, important, attacked by a doll in unknown circumstances, suffered severe injuries. According to private investigator hired by Miko Medea, the likelihood that he was the target was slim to none. Monitoring required and compensation due if we want him to give up on the idea of suing the club. And then the club attack. On Wednesday at approximately 1:50 a.m, a Netrunner attack took place in booth 11. The witness was Thomas Briggs, who was in a session with a doll jacked into the system. As a result of the attack, he went into shock and presented psychosomatic symptoms. It was found that the Netrunner attack induced a psychotic episode in the doll. In anticipation of a possible all-out assault on Clouds, at 2:06 a.m, all of Cloud's security were requested on the premises, and 10 minutes later, Tiger Claw's reinforcements were called. Luckily, booth 11 was the Netrunner's sole target. That's significant, isn't it? Mr. Briggs received their first aid and was transferred to a psychiatric clinic. As of today, Friday, the doll is not suitable for use. Netrunner attack targeted Evelyn in booth 11 and she was out of commission. Local network, what can I do here? I can remote take over all the cameras. I've done that already. That's good. I can turn off the surveillance system completely and it's 8 connected devices. That's all good. I'm happy to have found this place. It was a little mine of information, but I really must go talk to Mr. Woodman. Except, also in here, if I scan, hello, yep, I'll take it. Well, it's clothing. It can be deconstructed, disassembled, call it what you like. No future. And there's something in there too. It's a hot dog. Oh, it's a hot dog. Evelyn's handbag.
Purse.
Could have had more than one.
All the shit's in it though. Must have left in a hurry.
Yes, that's the theory we're working to here, isn't it? And that is the theory we're working to. Her schedule ended up on the floor. Monday 12:30 Wendy D, 8 p.m. till 2 a.m. Cloud Shift. Tuesday 1:15 p.m. Nails, 3 p.m. Thomas B, lunch. Wednesday 10 p.m. Mustachioed dinner. Thursday 8 p.m. Jerry O'Connell meeting. Friday 8 p.m. till 6 a.m. Cloud Shift. Saturday 10 a.m. Judy breakfast cancelled. Okay, stuff's just piling up here, isn't it? This will teach me to go poking my nose into insignificant corners of buildings. Who knew? Who actually knew? I don't think we missed a thing in here, but looking at it from a different angle can never be bad. I can use my tech ability to open this gate, so I'm going to. It's a hostile area though, I need to be careful. That door does not open. Scan. It's very dark in here. It's very dark in here. That's an elevator? There's an access shard required before I can use that. I know it's a hostile area game. It's been being hostile to me for a very long time now. I think it's time we called on Mr. Woodman, don't you?
Who are you? What do you want?
I'm going to ask the questions.
I'm going to ask the questions. Drop your iron and start talking. Just stay on point. And I said, drop it.
He knows he's got a weapon already.
Anything.
Okay. So this is going to go badly then, isn't it, Mr. Woodman?
Well, aren't you the king of fuck-ups?
What's to do?
You're not helping. Now what?
Too bad you can't talk to dead people.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You're doing it now. Anyway, just scour his comp.
That just might work.
He has a computer. I have a Burning desire to scan his room before I do. Johnny. Honestly, mate. Into his computer. He has 6 messages. We doing this? This is from Bad Dragon to the Woodman. Goods are taken care of. Round up 5 or 6 girls and 2 guys, but make sure they're actually young. Not like last time. Wow, that's hideous. Woodman to Golden Fingers. Heard you specialise in joy
Sold
toys.
her off to a ripper.
Ship was busted. Could have sent her to get it patched up.
A ripper named Fingers in a back alley for hookers. Sounds like a Joy Toy's wet dream.
So after the attack, Evelyn was compromised and they sold her off. Heard you specialise in joy toys. Got one here that's busted up pretty bad. Mind taking a look? Ask for me at Clouds. Golden Fingers got back to him. What's wrong with her? Woodman to Golden Fingers. I think I'd be asking you if I knew. Just come over and look. Fingers to Woodman. All right, bring her here. Got a clinic on Jig Jig side alley off the Poplar. Woodman to Golden Fingers. How much you charge? Golden Fingers back to Woodman. Depends, we'll work something out. Worst case, you leave her here for a small fee. And then we have Jerry O'Connell to Woodman. Message me back about that job at Clouds. Got another offer. Got to give them an answer. Not like they're going to wait forever. Woodman to Jerry O'Connell. You know what? That's not how it works. I'm not in charge of hiring. Send a portfolio. Jerry O'Connell to Woodman. Oh, so now you're telling me to send a portfolio, because that's not what you said last time when you wanted to me. Expletive. And then we have You Owe Me. Woodman to Ginger Lane Investigation Services. Hey Ginger, how's things? Hope you're in tip-top shape as usual and that you haven't literally sucked all your badge contacts bone dry yet. I need a HoloView stat. I know the pigs have one that's preem. Wrangle one for me. Oh, I also need you to do some sniffing around here. Ginger Lane to Woodman. Wrangle? Go wrangle yourself. Woodman to Ginger Lane. Let's start over. The little orgy you had with my dolls, well, they scroll everything. So if you don't want your dear husband to get an email from me, I'm going to need that HoloView tomorrow morning. Ginger Lane to Woodman. Fine. And then we have Get Your Together from Maiko Medea to Woodman. One more like with Evelyn Parker and you can kiss your job goodbye. Hiromi's words. So far we've put up with your crude behaviour towards employees and turned a blind eye when you beat up a client. But this was beyond the pale. And then we have Problem Solved. From Woodman to Hiromi Sato. Hey boss, solved the Parker problem. Sent it to a ripple on Jig Jig Street. His name's Fingers, though he should be called Face. Anyway, he should take care of her from here. That's where she went. That's where she went. Johnny, we're on the trail. Leave Clouds. I think it will be my delight. I'm not sure we're going to just walk out of here. Although we did make rather a mess of the security on the way in. For instance, we still have this guy. Oh, you can just have an overheat. I'm in no mood. Yeah. You brought this on yourselves. I just want to point this out. You brought this on yourselves. I was quite happy just to leave with the information, but no, you wouldn't have it, would you? Ouch, I've not got any bullets in my gun. And that's you out of it. Reload. Woo! You snuck up on me! I've seriously got to watch that. Those ones with their nippy feet. Wow. Oh, no. You're damaged already, so just take that. I'll pop back here and medicate while you die. I think you've gone. Yes, you have. Alright. I am not in the mood for going round here. I'm going to make a doorway. I'm sure I can do this. I'm going to try it. Here it goes. I'm making a V-shaped hole. I don't do this very often, so you've got to let me have it just when I can. Yeah, I know I'm nearly out of bullets, but I've got plenty of guns. There we go. I still can't get out. I really wanted to do that. I'll go back and use the doorway like an ordinary human being. That'll teach me, won't it? That I shouldn't really experiment with things like that I'm not very good at. I'll equip yours instead, thank you, yeah. It's my machine gun that's running out of bullets, so... take its slot. Okay. I don't need to be careful. I've got a big gun. I mean, I shall, nevertheless, finish you off with an overheat. Because we do like combining traditional weapons with our cyber capabilities. You won't be part of it, I don't think. I told you wouldn't. I love the cry though. It was a good sort of oh just before you expired. So good marks for that. A for effort. You, on the other hand, literally just walked into my gun. You couldn't have done that in a more careless manner. You're not dead. Let me help you with that. The camera. I believe we have a camera. And they still haven't got rid of all the bad guys. There's our camera. Let's turn you off. Job done. Leave clouds. I realise I could be using the camera to just check to see if there are any more of these people around. But actually, there's a degree of fun to doing it the old-fashioned way as well. We've relied fairly heavily on cyber throughout this episode. What's going to happen when I get back to reception? Are they just going to say, oh, hello, did you have a pleasant time?
I'm required to return your weapons, even though I'd rather not. Hey, I don't know anything, I just work here!
Oh, she does know something's gone down. She does know. So I'll go and get my weapons out of the receptacle. Oh, look at all the weapons that just came back into my possession there. I have an arsenal of weapons. I'd just like to say that was an experience. Parts of it were better than others and more relaxing. On the whole, if you're calling this a de-stressing experience, I think you might need a few tweaks before it goes mainstream. Anyway, that was my feedback. I am your secret shopper. Good day to you, lady. And we're out of clouds. We are out of clouds. Whoa. We've levelled up. We have an attribute point. Street cred. Yeah. Who knew what lay behind those innocuous sliding doors, huh? Here's Johnny waiting for me.
Work back there. Ever thought of applying for the diplomatic corps?
Yes, actually. Stop whining.
Don't have time to massage egos.
I respect that.
Good.
Of course you do. You'd have loved to have dropped the H-bomb on this place.
No need to go so OTT. I've got other methods. One thing's for sure, though. Claus won't forget this.
That's true. I think I've just made an awful lot of enemies there.
I think Fingers got her. I think we'll find her there.
V, if I could see that far, I wouldn't be a fucking ghost on a chip in a corpse's head right now.
You need to practice your pep talks because they're not building up my confidence. I'm not feeling it, Johnny. I'm just saying. Did I call the elevator? I did call it. Why? Why have you got to run and save yourselves? I'm no threat to you. I just want to get the elevator and go downstairs to the ground floor. That was really tough. I know there's going to be some edits in that, partly because I talk about half a dozen comfort breaks at various points. It was quite long. I have no idea how long this video is going to be when I've done it. What's...
You had a plan, you tried, it fell flat. Now you're flat. Don't look in any condition to find help.
We've completed the job! We've completed the job! Why is he looking so ill? Is this because the chip's starting to physically affect him more?
Oh, fuck!
I think it is.
The hell's that?
I think it could be the beginning of the end for...
No, damn it!
V, what do you want from me?
The fuck do you want from me?
He wants you alive.
It's all going too slow. Gonna decommission before we learn how to rip the chip out.
I don't think you really care, up to this point, whether he lives. Or do you? Let's do leave me alone instead.
Let me alone.
To sell yourself to the Sakas? They'll end you. Plain as
dead.
that.
Said so yourself.
Made it pretty clear since that I changed my mind.
Right.
Want you to live now.
So, what exactly do you want?
Asked you already. What the hell you want from me?
I got a get out of jail free card. I'd be a fucking fool not to take advantage.
He wants to keep you alive. He wants to keep you alive.
See, me and Arasaka, we got a half-century-old score needs settling, and I plan to do it. That's what I need you for.
Of course he does. I literally think he's going to make a terrorist of you.
Never been recruited into a terrorist cell before. Feel kinda honored, actually.
Listen, I know things. Where we can save your life. Who can help us do that? You'll get rid of the chip. I'll smash Saka. Win-win, kid. Soul Killer's what we need. And Mikoshi's how we grab it.
Mikoshi? You're just a hallucination.
You know you're just an irritating hallucination, right? Should just ignore you.
And you're a walking corpse. Should just wait till your mind shrivels to nothing and frees up space for me.
You're stuck with each other, boys.
You fucking asshole.
But as should be obvious, I've decided to help you. Need to find something first. 7 letters. Starts with an M.
This is Mikoshi, isn't it? So what is it?
Okay, so... this Mikoshi, what is it exactly?
Okay, basics. If you're jacked in, cruising the net, Arasaka can use Soul Killer, an AI, to trap, fry, and pack away your psyche, your mind, and your soul. Following so far?
I am following, because we know what happened to you.
Yeah, seen the memories. Did a real number on you.
If they're accurate, that
Okay,
is.
seems we've got a few more things to broach than I thought, but that'll come later. Anyway, when Soul Killer fries, roasts, and boils you, you die. But the contents of your mind get copied to an engram first.
This much we know.
Sure. That's how you became a construct.
Exactly. Now, Mikoshi's the place Soul Killer operates out of, where it stores its victims' engrams.
So, cut to the chase here. How is that featuring in my future?
Come on. You got more to say, so just say it.
50 years back, ops on the human mind. Mikoshi was the sole place on Earth where they did anything like that. Bet it still is today. Telling ya, all roads lead there. It's where we'll settle our biz. You yours, me mine.
And your plan is to use that to destroy Arasaka?
And, how you plan to smash Arasaka this time? Got another nuke tucked away?
This time bomb's named Alt Cunningham.
I'm supposed to know who that is?
Not yet, but you will once we find what we need.
Okay, let's stand up.
For now, we got no time to lose. Need to get inside Mikoshi.
I can see the reasoning for that. Oh my. and we have a new job called the space in between, and I'm going to stop at that point, save the game, and I'll be back with you in a second. Okay friends, so that was a 5-hour gaming session in total. Now it's not 5 hours of video obviously, but it's 5 hours including things like setting up and making sure I've got my bullet point notes for what I wanted to do during that episode, starting off at Judy's, doing some NPCD and other quests on the way to Clouds, working through Clouds and finding out what it was all about, which I did, and getting to the end of it, which is nice to have the game say yes, that part of the investigation that you were asked to do has been done. Good. It has actually set me up with another one, which I didn't know it was going to do, but there we go. Yeah, lots of edits in that though, because there were numerous drinks breaks, toilet breaks. I stopped at one point to even go and have something to eat and just walk around for 10 minutes. I don't actually eat at my desk. I did in the past, and I do occasionally have something like a cookie or something in a dish so it can't give any crumbs anywhere, but generally speaking I'm not an eater when it comes to making games or computing at my desk. I don't like mixing food crumbs and sticky fingers and greasy fingers with controllers and keyboards and all the rest. If you've ever inherited someone else's keyboard when you've moved into an office, then you'll know what I'm talking about. The cleaning job required can be a thing to behold. So that's that, yes. It will boil down, I think, to something like between 2 and 3 hours worth of video. I don't know at this stage. I'm not going to find out today because, quite frankly, it's 30 something plus degrees in here, and it's back in the old days, those of us who can remember it, your monitor that you worked on wasn't a flat screen LED, it was a cathode ray tube monitor, the sort of thing they had in televisions back in the days, those great big bulky beige things that you've seen on films and on documentaries and stuff on TV. And the bigger it was, the hotter it got, it seemed. But they put some heat out into your room, which was fabulous in winter, but awful in summer. Nowadays it's not so much, it seems to me, the LED panels that are causing the heat in the room as the cooling required for the computer components, and obviously the PS5 when it's on too, various other bits of electronics in the room, all generating background radiation, infrared, and warming the place up. And then of course that warms me up too. So I am more than ready to stop, have further drinkage, go and lie down in a cool place and watch Wimbledon, which is on at the moment. And my wife and I are both Wimbledon fans, so I'm looking forward to getting into that. You have to start watching Wimbledon at the earliest opportunity you can, because there's an awful lot of British players in it at the start, but they tend to fall away somewhat as it progresses. So it's nice to see a lot of the people that you don't get to see much of. Anyway, I digress. That's going to be a big editing job. I'm not going to talk about the things we discovered about Evelyn whilst we were at Clouds, or the material that Johnny dropped on us right at the very end there, stuff that he's been not telling us so far, this stuff about Mikoshi and all the other bits. All of that we'll think about and talk about in the beginning to episode 12. Thank you for watching. As I said, I'm not going to be editing this today. It's going to wait a little while till I come back to it fresh and much cooler. And I'll see you for episode 12 very soon. Bye.